What don't you like about views?
No, it's not that I don't like them. I feel no need to see them.
Yeah, you feel no emotion. Like I was at the
You feel no emotion?
When you go to an art gallery?
Okay. I like that, actually. I think art galleries are better than like a view.
Okay, but what's the difference?
Art galleries make you think because it's art.
Yeah.
Somebody made it and you make your own interpretation of it rather than watching like rocks.
Oh my God. Everyone's so rugged up. What the
Bro, I'm wrong with the blanket, man.
Yeah, because you dressed up like it's June.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'd like to dress in style, Joe. I never heard of it.
I thought
No. It's because he doesn't have a distinction between winter clothes and summer clothes and spring clothes.
Yeah, but there is no difference, right? Because you just throw on a jumper or a jacket. That's the only difference.
No, it's about temperature.
I assume people think that if you're inside, there's also AC and
Yeah,
it's warm.
inside. And now I have a blanket.
I prefer.
I'm not changing my wardrobe just for a fucking season.
What? You're not changing your wardrobe for a season?
No.
Why do you think? The entire
They will
fashion
change
industry
for
is like
me.
dying now.
Bro, this is the problem with fast fashion. They're trying to convince me there's a difference. There's no difference. I just put a coat on.
It's about the feeling. I don't know. I'm actually just playing devil's advocate.
You're wrapped up in a ROG scarf. I don't want to hear it.
Start the episode, Gant.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Trash Taste. I'm your host for today, Gant. Joining me once again are the boys, and we have someone coming back, or should I say, he's going to be leaving us.
Hello. It's the boy Mudan.
So wait, when was the first time you came on? So people who don't know, Mudan came on. He's our editor, phenomenal editor, best editor in the business, some say.
Yeah.
And he's living in Japan for 1 year, and that comes to an end next week, basically.
Yeah,
Or by the time this episode's out, it's already finished.
Yeah.
I'll be gone.
Yeah, so
It was over a year
his
ago.
episode came out in October 2023.
So that was, yeah, that's right, because you were on before you moved here.
Yeah, I came.
Yeah.
This is the first time I came here as a tourist for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then afterwards I was like, I'm
And-
gonna come here again.
Mudan is not just an exceptional editor; he's also an exceptional vlogger. He's been vlogging
Daily.
Yeah.
every single day in Japan.
And you have not missed a day.
I have not.
Yeah.
Trying to deliver an honest view on Japan. None of this videos opening lucky bags or crane games.
I mean, there's quite a few of those.
But yeah, okay. Sorry, I can't even. I'm just too excited. I'm too excited.
I'm excited.
There's too many thoughts to get in order.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think it'd be really fun to go over, now that you've been here for a year, what lived up to the expectation, what hasn't, what's worth doing, what's not worth doing, what have we lied about, what have we told the truth about, what have we sold, what have we undersold.
What is the difference from that Mudan and the Mudan sitting here right now?
We want the unbiased year review of Japan from your eyes.
Since you're leaving, so
I'll kick it off, right? What is the one word that you could sum up a year in Japan?
Insane. I mean, one word.
Okay.
one word.
That's right. Because then we can build off that one word. So insane. Why insane, Mudan?
Because Japan, land of the dreams, is the best country ever.
Hell yeah.
I mean, what can I say?
He's like, he's like, all right, see you guys.
And that's it.
I mean, there's quite a lot of like bad things here, as you mentioned, but the good just outweighs the bads by so much.
That's what I
Well,
tried.
what would you say are the bads then, in your eyes? Because you have done something that none of us three, or rather anyone, maybe except one or two people I know, have done. You've been to every prefecture in a year.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Or just every prefecture in general.
Was it like, so obviously there's 47 prefectures in Japan?
47,
yeah.
Did you like sleep in every prefecture, like have a night there, or was it kind of just go through, have a look around?
I wanted to do at least like 1 day in every prefecture and visit like the most amazing things or like the biggest things in there. So it wasn't like really deep dive into it, but it's more like top 10 things to do in that prefecture.
Right.
Do you feel like that's like a good way of going about it? Do you feel like you got to see every prefecture, or?
It depends, because there are definitely some prefectures that are better than others, where you can spend more time, like Osaka or Kyoto. But then there's some prefectures where it's like, I don't even have like half a day of activities there. Like,
Yeah.
You can just say Nara. It's fine.
I mean, you can spend an entire day there if you like forest and walking for the entire day.
Yeah.
But I mean, Ibaraki.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, Ibaraki's a rough one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Akita, pretty rough.
Oh God, yeah, I went to the
pretty rough.
Akita Museum. Oh yeah, you can see the dog museum. It's like, okay.
Oh,
but,
yeah, I went there.
I mean, it's cool,
It's pretty rough.
but
Okay. Mudan's top 3 prefectures in Japan to visit.
Yeah.
Go.
Does Tokyo count?
Of course it does.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, Tokyo number 1 by far.
Okay.
Like nothing comes close. Second, Hokkaido.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hokkaido's like a country on its own, though.
Yeah.
It's so big, and there's so many different areas of it.
Really like Hiroshima.
Yeah, I love
Hiroshima's great as well. Yeah.
Prettiest prefecture, in my opinion, Nagasaki. It looks so great.
Nagasaki's
It's so
really
aesthetic.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
When I was cycling through there, I remember how beautiful it was.
Best vibes, Fukushima.
Oh.
Yeah, but activity-wise, I don't know if I would recommend it to tourists.
Fukushima?
Yeah.
I recommend it if you just want to kind of fucking eat and drink in a cool vibe.
Yeah. I mean, that's the
That's
vibe,
all
right?
I do on vacation is that I'll eat and drink. So if the place is fun for that, let's do it. And
You basically
Fukushima-
described like 70% of the prefecture.
Well, I don't know about that. I feel like if I was in, let's think of a prefecture like Mie.
Yeah.
I think it's like a
Wow, that's crazy. I was also thinking.
and also like what is it? Yamaguchi Prefecture. It's really beautiful, but not as like kind of fun vibes as Fukushima and Kitakyushu area. I feel like they have a quite a lot to do in that area, and obviously home of ramen. Well, that type of ramen.
Hakata ramen,
Hakata ramen. But some say it's the best in the world. Depends where you go.
I mean, how was your opinion on Japanese food? Guys, going on ramen, has it changed since living here? Has your food taste changed at all, or any food opinions about
because
Japanese
what was
food?
like your Japanese food palette before you came to Japan?
Yeah.
I don't think it's changed that much because I liked sushi before. Now Japan has ruined sushi for me because now I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know that before I actually didn't like sushi, or like I hadn't had real sushi in a way.
Yeah.
Other than that, I wouldn't say there's anything like that changed my palate. I've just discovered new foods like okonomiyaki. That's my favorite now.
Let's go.
Coming's fire.
Let's go.
I was disappointed for the first half a year because there wasn't any single food that like blew my mind. 'Cause you keep talking about good foods and stuff, and I was like, I mean, I tried ramen. Like I've tried so many different ramens, and it's like so mid. And I've tried different, like even sushi. It's great, but there's like a cap to it, like how good it can be.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a single moment where I was like, okay, I
get
fuck
it
with
now.
this. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But until I went to Hiroshima, had the okonomiyaki there, I was like, okay, this is
Oh, the
it.
Hiroshima.
This is-
yaki,
Oh
yeah.
my god, this is what I was missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The difference between Hiroshima, okonomiyaki, and Tokyo is that they just add noodles in it. Which
It
I think
makes the
actually,
difference.
It gives it a structure that it needs.
Yeah, it makes all the difference. The carbs just give it that texture and
It's
makes
like
it feel like a meal.
You wouldn't build just a concrete building without steel rebar in it, right? It's kind of like that. It kind of really holds the building together and allows it to have a nice, beautiful layer.
It's just so beautiful and thick. Well, I love it.
I didn't want to eat it after coming from Hiroshima because I was like, oh, this is too good. I don't want to ruin my memory of it.
Yeah.
But I think like 3 months afterwards, I went to like a pretty high-end place in Tokyo, had it, and it was so mid.
Oh, really?
Oh.
It cost like twice as much, and
It's
it was
street
like,
food. It's meant to be
Yeah.
like, it's kind of like ramen where it has kind of a price point where it should always be at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can just like add extras and stuff.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. Oh, so good.
So what made you want to go on this like year-long journey of vlogging every day to begin with? Like, why would you do that to yourself?
You're already managing how many fucking channels, and now you're like, I'm also going to daily vlog on top of that.
Yeah.
oh, it's about the grind set, I'm kidding. It's I like making videos, and it just felt like a good way to improve myself, as I haven't been able to like do a lot of videos, and the best way to improve is just make more of it.
Yeah, for sure.
And also seeing Japan. It's like I know if I'm not pushing myself, I would be like maybe go out once a week or something like that, or like today's too much, I'll just be at home. But this makes me go out every single day, like find something, and if I'm out of ideas, just push even further to like look into a B plot or like side quest that not even a lot of people would know about.
Yeah. So what are some of like your funnest surprises you've had in Japan on this like journey?
Surprises?
Yeah, like
People are insanely nice. Or like just
I think it's people in Estonia are kind of cold, would you say?
no, that's the one thing I'd say. It's kind of the same. Like,
Really?
Like literally the people
Sorry,
here
Estonians.
are the same as Estonians. Or I guess like people have said that Finland is the
Japan of Europe.
yeah.
Because like everybody's cold to themselves, which I like. 'Cause, like, as an introvert, it's so nice. Like, don't talk to me. I don't want to sit on a bus and have some random person come up to you and talk. Like,
yeah, I mean,
that's
fair.
Yeah.
But like, if you go to a bar or like have a couple drinks, everybody opens up. Everybody's nice. I mean, everybody still helps you out. So that's very similar in a way. And it kind of sucks because like the best experiences in a way are at like bars.
Yeah.
But that's like you turn into an alcoholic in a way, which
yeah, that's that is one thing I noticed about Japan as well, where it's very, very easy to go into bars and have great fucking interactions and meet new people and obviously like, see some of the real Japan. But it just means that you just end up drinking a lot, more and more every day.
I mean, like you could definitely like have like authentic experiences and talk to Japanese people and have, a real connection. But I just think that it's like a cheat. It just makes Japanese people open up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to like recommend things outside of eating and drinking where I'm like, yeah, it's going to be hard if you.
Yeah, I remember you uploaded a vlog, I think, where it was like things to do in Japan if you don't drink.
Yeah. It's like 1 second long.
No, because a lot of people also comment on my vlogs like, what if you don't drink? What happens then? Like, can you still go out to like experience it?
They don't let you leave the house. Well, 6 p.m. hits, stay.
But some people have been like, oh, I didn't know you could like go to bars or whatever. 'Cause I don't drink and then just miss it.
Alcoholic options.
Yeah.
And if you don't mind being sober, then fuck it, you'll have a great time. 5 people drinks,
Yeah, and that's the thing I want to try out. Like even go to Golden Guy, which is like notorious for just drinking, and just went to bars, had like non-alcoholic drinks, which I mean you can't get like insanely good cocktails, but you can have like, I don't know, ginger ale.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they always cater.
And you can still talk to locals. I mean, because they're drunk, they don't care. They're gonna be like, "Oh, what's up, foreign person?"
Yeah, and if you get asked and you don't want to deal with questioning, just be like, "Oh, doctor," and they'll be like, "Oh, okay." So sometimes they do ask actually. So I'll order non-alcoholic sometimes, and I'll be like, "I just want one non-alcoholic drink for 1 second. Just give me a break." But I have to like justify it.
Wait, do they ask you?
Yes.
Well, why you're not drinking?
They'll be like, "What do you mean? Why you're not having a beer?" I was like, "Oh my lord."
I've never been asked before.
Never been asked that.
Yeah.
Well, when you're talking to a Japanese person?
Yeah.
I've never been asked that.
I'm sure.
Maybe they just see white person drinking non-alcoholic. There must be something.
Yeah, they see
something's
your
gone
face
wrong.
and he's like, this motherfucker definitely drinks. Something's up.
What was that?
And they're not wrong.
Yeah. Something's gone wrong with the world.
Yeah.
So what are some of you, what's your favorite video that you've made so far on this like year-long journey?
Fuck, that's hard. There's
what's like some that stand out for you?
Yeah.
There's a couple different categories. There's like videos that perform well.
Yeah.
There's videos that I like making, and there's like soul food videos where they're like, I wasn't too big a fan of an idea, but going through it is like interesting.
Right.
Like, the weirdest one is I became disabled for a day. It sounds like a challenge, but that wasn't the point.
Okay.
So the idea was like,
I saw this video.
because I do daily vlogs, people ask about Japan or like the experiences, and I've seen a couple of comments like, oh, if it's hard to walk and stuff, and I was like, okay, what if I rent like a wheelchair and for a full day I don't get out of the wheelchair, I'm not making it a challenge like, oh, this is me, how much can I do in 24 hours, but it's more like how accessible is it, and try to put myself into their place, like see what are the difficulties.
Right.
And there's some very weird things that I would have never noticed, like how because it rains here a lot, and they need to get rid of the rain. So the sidewalks, if you're walking, they're completely fine, but they're actually like 1-2 degrees slanted. So if you end up pushing yourself, you just use one arm the entire way through.
Oh.
And you don't notice it at all.
Oh, it's called What If you Couldn't Walk?
I had a worse title in mind. I can't remember what, but I was like, nah, I can't do that. But yeah, overall, I was pleasantly surprised that you can still do everything, but it just takes you like 3-4 times longer.
Right.
Yeah. I think definitely like the whole accessibility thing has gotten, at least from how I see it, has gotten a lot better, especially in Tokyo. But yeah, I definitely do think it's still kind of difficult. I mean, again, you went through it, so you can say
I mean,
for yourself, but
I think given the fact that it's a city that has to accommodate how many millions and they still manage to somewhat do a good attempt at it, I think it's great. And I think anything is better than nothing.
Oh, absolutely.
You also see a lot of blind people I see so many blind people in
Yep.
Tokyo as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the yellow parts are, right?
The yellow, and they could see.
And the
On the
sidewalks.
systems, like when you go to a train station, like all the chimes,
Yeah.
like on the streets, if you've been to Japan, you notice that there's like bird chimes
Yeah.
whenever it's a green light.
Yeah.
But depends where you are. The bird chimes are like, there's 2 different types. If you go from like north or like east side and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
know that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, because I've heard the bird chimes, and I was just like, I've noticed they're different. I never knew the reason why or what the actual kind of like thought behind it was. I knew there was probably something if I looked into it.
Yeah.
But no, that's really interesting to hear. So like, out of all these videos, there are some like wacky ideas. Were there any like days where you're just like, oh fuck, I'm just out of fucking ideas. I have no idea what to do.
Right?
I feel like half the days, yeah. It's not that you're ever out of ideas. It's more like there's not enough small ideas that you can do that don't tire you out. Like, you can't go out the entire day while also working and editing the vlog itself. So there has to be like some times where it's like, okay, so what can you do in 2 hours, 3 hours? Is there a museum? Is there something interesting?
Yeah.
And for the first like couple months, it's pretty easy. But after you exhaust everything nearby, then it's like, okay, you have to go to across Tokyo, which is already like an hour of drive.
Yeah.
And then there's some cool ideas which also could take like an hour, 2 hours. Like at the side of Tokyo, there's a place called Muscle Monsters 2, which I think you okay, so it's a theme park.
Where's Muscle Monsters 1?
I don't know. Why is it called 2? Yeah, it's like a theme park, kind of like in like Fuji Q, but it's also like climbing. So it's like on top of trees.
I think I know. Yeah. I think we were considering filming there at one point. It's like Trash Taste.
But there's like it's not, the climbing is like one section of it, but it's like 20 different like sections that you can pay individually as well.
Right.
Like one of them is just walking on a plank on the side, like looking down, or like different attractions there.
Right.
Maybe it was something different.
But that's like 2 hours from my location.
Right.
So it would take like half a day just travel.
Yeah, going back
Yeah,
and forth.
yeah.
It's not realistic. What was your best performing video then?
Fuck, the shittest one.
What?
No, not the shittest one, but it's the easiest one. It's going to a VTuber's house.
Oh, of course.
Right, yeah.
Of course.
Because I was supposed to stream with Giri.
Yeah.
And I didn't have like much time. So I was like, all right, let's do a house tour. And it's not even a house tour. It's literally me showing off her kitchen and then going upstairs and showing like one of those back machines.
That back machine is crazy.
And I didn't even do an introduction on like any of the rooms, like literally nothing. And this is the best performing video.
And this was pretty early on as well, it seems like.
10 months
10
ago.
months ago as well.
Wow.
The first month went by really slowly.
Really?
Oh, so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do daily vlogs, is because I don't know who it was, like Veritasim or Vsauce, who said like the earliest years of your life are the slowest, because they are when anytime something new happens, that's what you memorize. And the first years, like the high school stuff, that is like the slowest, because that's when everything first happens in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, for here as well, like the first month, there's so much new stuff. Like I keep thinking back of the old vlogs, and whenever I check them, I'm like, all right, this was definitely the second month, third month, and it's like, no, it's the 4th day here. I'm like, oh, this was like halfway through, and I check back, and it's like, no, it's my 5th day here. I'm like, what the? How did this work? But it's just coming here, like doing all the paperwork.
Yeah.
Then you have like so many new things. It's so insane. I would say the first month felt like the next 3 months, and the next 3 months felt like the last like 10 months.
I mean, the first it felt like, at least when we moved here, the first 6 months felt like just setting up.
Yeah.
Because you always had to do some kind of paperwork.
I mean, it
something.
basically was, right?
Yeah, it was like you were never done with filling something out. It was genuinely JRPG fetch quests for the first 6 months.
Yeah.
And then it actually gets enjoyable when you actually
When you get in the
know
rhythm.
how everything works. You know what you want to order in the Konbini.
You figured out the
you've got
system.
flow.
Yeah.
You know, maybe renting a car is easy now, like where
Yeah.
it's initially daunting, and
Yeah.
all that stuff is like kind of frustrating. Like everything just becomes easy. Like the first time getting the bullet train tickets, you're like, how the fuck do I do this? And this machine that's asking you about limited express ticket, reserve seat, and you're like, what the fuck?
How do you get the ticket?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is still the worst fucking thing ever, and it confuses everyone.
Yeah.
And then you put it on your Suica and just walk through, and it's like so.
Yeah, if you just do it on your Suica, it's easy. But then the website can be a little annoying sometimes
Yeah.
to use. And if you're not familiar with the terminology, I think I've complained about this like 5 times on the podcast. But basically, when you go to book a Shinkansen in Japan, you can buy the ticket for the train, but that doesn't get you a seat or it's something. Basically,
I still don't fully know how it works.
All I know is that if I want to get a seat and sit down, I have to buy 2 tickets.
Yeah.
And if I don't get both of them, they won't let me go through. But if I get one of them, they won't even let me go through. So I don't fully understand.
It's the ticket. It's half the ticket is you pay for the seat, and half the ticket is you pay for the ride.
Yeah, but I remember one time I went through with the limited express ticket and they just wouldn't let me through. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm fucking dumb. Yeah. I hate it. Either way.
There's so many like little things that takes a while to get used to. Like even the websites. Like you mentioned the Google Translate thing.
Yeah.
But even like renting a car, there's like some points if I translate it, I can't choose the date. So I have to untranslate it for that one section. Otherwise I can press next.
And then also sometimes a website will be in English, but the moment you click the English webpage, like all the options will disappear.
Yep.
And so they'll be like, oh no, we have like 15 hotel rooms. Like, yeah, dude, in Japanese. Yeah, super sugoi, dozo. And then you click, all right, I'll choose the English version of the website. We have no rooms available.
Yeah.
Same with the car place. Like if I go to English version, it's just completely different setup and signing up and like.
Just be aware of that. If something has an English page, sometimes it might have no reservation. And then sometimes go on the Japanese website.
Yeah, sometimes there's magically space available if you go on the Japanese websites.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the always way to guarantee something in Japan is to call, which is the hardest part.
Web designers, if you want an infinite supply of clients, come to Japan. Because there's so many websites that need fixing.
I don't think they're going to hire anybody.
They don't care. No, because they don't see a problem with it.
Also, watching your vlogs, I would occasionally see things that I had like repressed memories from that you would get, like Fight Club.
You've been there?
Like 5 years ago.
Oh, really?
Shit.
Yeah, because someone told me about it. And I was like, that sounds insane. This can't be real.
Did you do a video on it?
No, I just went there.
Oh.
Because I was in Shibuya one night, like 3rd month in, and someone was like, hey, you should go to this Fight Club place. I was like, Fight Club. And then they're like, no. People actually fight.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I don't really want to watch people fight. They're like, no. Like patrons fight. I was like, what? So yeah, you just can go in, and then there's like dudes. You
Dude,
can,
this looks sick. I want to go.
If you're like drunk, you're like, yeah, fuck it, I'll fight someone.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
This is sick as fuck.
Is this legal?
I don't know if it's legal, but
there's probably a ton.
They literally are a registered bar called Fight Club. So I feel like if the government had any qualms with it,
they broke the first rule.
During daytime, it's just a normal like exercise place, and at like I think 11 p.m. they start the bar, and then you like drink and just you want to fight over there?
Yeah, it's literally patrons will just fight each other.
That's sick as fuck. I want to go.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely stupid.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Is it? I feel like it.
Dude, why would it not be awesome?
I was concerned when I remember. Oh my god! I remember it was like these 2 30-year-old Japanese men were just wailing on each other.
Dude, I mean,
they were like clearly like toasted.
I mean, clearly this is something because we have places like this as well in Thailand.
Wait, what?
Because
for
there's
Muay Thai, right?
Yeah, for Muay Thai, there's
you can just be like fucking boom, boom.
Yes,
this guy.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? They're in it. I thought they got away with it in Thailand because there are less health and safety regulations in Thailand. Because ain't no way this would work in the Western world.
Yeah,
but yeah, they're I assume it's a club where you can get drunk. Dude, and you just be like,
why haven't we been here? I want to go here.
Bro,
he's gonna go out in the fucking ambulance afterwards, man.
That sounds awesome.
He has a medical condition.
No, I'm not doing the fighting. I just want to see Japanese salarymen fight.
When I heard about this, I was like, all right, bet where is it? It's like somewhere at the edges of Tokyo, but it's literally like
in the
Shibuya.
Yeah. Scrambled. It's like 1 minute away.
Just like the people who want to like get drunk and fight. There's just like something that you just don't want to. I just don't want to go near those people. I feel like.
Hey, look, at least they're doing it here and not like out on the fucking street like most places. You know.
That's just called Australia.
Yeah, that is Australia.
Yeah.
I've been to too many close calls on the street, so at least it's in a controlled environment. Like
exactly.
It was like literally the first. I totally forgotten about it because I never wanted. I had no interest in revisiting.
Right. I don't know why. This is totally like my vibe.
Yeah, we need to
Your
go.
vibe,
Yeah, we need to go.
Okay,
we'll go.
What is not a vibe about seeing people beat the shit out of each other?
Boys trip to the fight club. Let's go.
Would you fight as well?
I don't know if I'd fight, but
if you get me drunk enough, I will.
I think when I went, I think I did, but I remember those guys. They were punching each other, but it didn't look like they were like fucking trying to kill each other.
Yeah, of course.
So when you went, were there people fighting?
Oh no, I actually didn't go at the right time. So I opened it up at like 2 p.m. There was a guy training in the back. Was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
You got a couple more days.
Yeah, I think I want to revisit, like, see what actually happens.
Let's go to Lost Bar and then find someone at Lost Bar to fight.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like this year when I went to Thailand, I went again to Muay Thai. I took Sid's family to Muay Thai, and I don't know, man. There's something primal about it. I don't know if this is just like men, but just like seeing people beat the shit out of each other just awakens a part of your lizard brain that
especially Muay Thai. Like, I feel Muay Thai is just like even more primal than like boxing gloves. You know, it's like get the fucking grippers out and just fucking wail at them. Like,
boxing is like nice. You have like pillows on your hands,
Yeah.
but when legs come in play, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, you're just hitting each other
No
with like
padding.
mini
Yeah.
tree trunks.
yeah. I remember Sid's dad told me, like, he was obviously very happy to go, and he was like, remember, people willingly signed up to come in to fight today, and only about half of them will think that was the right decision.
Oh my God,
And then literally the first fucking fight, someone gets kicked right in the face, gets knocked out, and had to be stretchered off. It was metal as fuck, to
hell
be fair.
yeah, dude.
But yeah, I don't know. There's just I'm fucking turning into Joe Rogan or something. It was like just
So I injected myself with ivermectin and ate some fucking elk meat, and I fucking
like just
harassed a woman.
hearing bodily contact and just hearing, just seeing
Just
someone
meat
get
slapping.
knocked out, just something about it, man.
When you just start discovering this part of your life?
Literally when people started visiting me in Thailand, and I was like, what do you want to do?
He watched an episode of Boiis the Rock. He needed the detox.
Oh yeah, that's it.
He needed the detox.
Gotta put my testosterone back on.
Yeah, he needed something different in his life. This episode is brought to you by Sakura Co. This amazing little box here. Sakura Co is a monthly Japanese artisanal snack box that supports local snack makers across Japan, and each box comes with 20 traditional, authentic, and artisanal Japanese snacks, including Japanese teas and a special Japanese tableware.
Every month, Sakurako has a different theme. This month's Sakurako theme is Valentine's Delights.
So, what do we got in that box over there? Looks like a lot of chocolate.
Ooh,
I know you
give me
like
some
your
of that chocolate.
I know you like your chocolate.
Give me some of that
Oh, is that a
chocolate.
senbei?
That must be the tableware for this month. What is it? Well, it's a plum furoshiki. Furoshiki is a special fabric in Japan that's used to wrap up gifts. What kind of senbei is that? Shichimi togarashi flavors, so spice flavored. Give me some of that.
It's nice and spicy. And what better dish than to go with than this amazing caramel hojicha?
Each box as well comes with a special little booklet that gives you a bunch of information about all the snacks and other important stuff like allergen information as well.
So what are you waiting for? Get a box now. You can also get it as a gift for a loved one so that they can experience Japan from the comfort of their own home. And make sure to go and use our link in the description down below right now to get your Sakurako box. And, gentlemen, if you use code TRASHTASTE, you'll get $5 off your first order. So make sure to grab a box now for you or a loved one. Thank you to Sakurako for sponsoring this episode and giving us amazing snacks. Back to the episode.
What do you think is one of the most underrated places that you went to that not many people
like
talked
maybe
about?
somewhere you had like absolutely zero expectations of, and you're like, actually, this is sick.
I don't know if there's any of those.
I have a, okay. If you can't answer it, I have another question as well.
Fuck, I'm trying to think. Because I've done so many videos, I can't remember what I've done like for the most part.
Right.
Because if it's underrated, I'm like, I can't remember it.
I guess that's what these vlogs are for, right?
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
can
yeah.
archive them.
I mean, there's definitely like one of my local bars is, I would say, underrated. Because like nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
And then I start making videos and it's getting tourism, which is like kind of nice. Because it's like, I'm hooking my boys up. you know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
You took me to some nice bars.
Oh, yeah.
You took me to some nice cocktail bars. They were pretty good. I think you vlogged those prior, right?
Yeah.
They were really good. I like those ones.
Because I've done bars where there's like 0 reviews. Oh, actually, yeah. When I went, because like I tried to look up like what other YouTubers do, or like and try to implement it for Japan. And one of the videos was like going to bars that have like 0 reviews.
Oh, okay.
So like if a bar opens up recently or maybe has like less reviews, and for the most part they were pretty bad, except one that opened up like I think 2 months prior, which was really nice. It was like a karaoke bar, and they have one of those fucking Toto $6,000 toilets in there, completely brand new. Oh, God, I love it.
The ones that look like UFOs.
Yeah, it opens up itself.
Yeah.
They like
Hell
missed your butt.
Yeah.
They're like a
Lightly dampen your
yeah.
ass.
I'm like,
Yeah.
damn. Okay. All right.
Yeah, when I went to Kyushu, I went to the Toto Museum. So if you don't know what Toto is, it's like the toilet company, like the biggest one, but they do everything else as well. And in their bathroom, they actually the bathroom itself looks like an exhibit. with like light showing down on some statues and toilets. And there's one toilet which is like the most expensive of the place.
Yeah.
And it's just an entire room for it. And it's like you press a button, like sound comes
they're
on.
like 15 grand. Those like expensive toilets, which
What?
we all should buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. My question is, what
Every toilet. Should be.
what does it do that is different?
It's the vibe, isn't it? It's just
Actually, like I actually like beyond like spraying water and being warm. I don't know what else it offers.
Fans.
Yeah, but the
fans.
fans, I feel like never dry your ass quick enough.
Yeah.
And then if they were like Dyson air blasting your butt, I don't know if that would be comfortable.
you just sit on it, and it's like that one scene from Rick and Morty where it's just he goes into the toilet in the middle of nowhere and just takes the most immaculate shit of all time.
You don't know about the fans? Because like I feel like most people don't do bidets because they think, oh, the water is blasting my ass. That's going to be uncomfortable.
Did you say bidet?
I know. I'm losing my mind.
Wait, who thinks that?
Well, like most Americans, I feel.
That's good.
Well, exactly. But no, that's what you understand. Like you think fans are gonna also blast like too much, but you haven't
No.
tried.
If at like I'm pretty
like a
confident if
Dyson
you had
one.
like one of the because you know when you go to the like airport or something and they always have like those the things where you try not to touch the side, the Dyson.
Yeah, the
hand
ones where you
dryer.
like-
Oh, yeah,
Put
yeah.
your hands in like a
Yeah.
credit card, and you're
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
not to
Yeah.
touch the side while your hands are being fucking like blasted around.
Yeah.
That dries your hands very quickly, but I
Yes.
feel like that level of air would be far too much on your buttocks.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if it's like 16 grand, it has like its own air system where it's like balances from the front and then like
Yeah, maybe it like
down.
kisses, it goes. Yeah, butt too. I mean, yeah, it's nice.
I mean,
It's nice.
eight speaker surround sound for
It's-
your ass.
It's so expensive that on the website it doesn't show the price. If you have to ask for the price,
Real
you
shit.
can't afford it.
Oh, it's
Real
the
shit.
Louis
shit.
Vuitton of Toto.
Real shit.
yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
You are not worthy to even look upon the price of this.
If they have that, because some of the places just have that really thin metal bar. That's how you know the toilet's gonna be pretty good normally.
What's
Whenever
the
they have
metal
that,
bar?
they have like a the metal control panel where it's like a kind
On
of
the
like
wall.
stick.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
They have like
yeah.
a stick in Japan.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's gonna be a good bidet.
True,
Yeah.
it's true.
It's gonna be a good one. But yeah, I mean, bidet's great. It's great. What do you think? Because obviously you've listened to a lot of Trash Taste because you've edited. What's the thing that you think we've gotten most wrong about Japan?
Oh, that's difficult.
Or right, or
There's just so many.
Yeah.
whatever.
Where do I
want.
even
In
start?
terms of like our thoughts on Japan or some advice we've given, like you think like nah,
I just like block out half the stuff.
true.
I mean, you have like good ideas and then bad ideas, and it's like it's never like anything too outrageous. I feel like the most wrong you've gotten is maybe like price wise, because like you talked about Skytree, like overhyped and stuff.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. Like
I hate the fucking sky tree.
I like the view from it because it's the most unique view. Like if you want a unique view, like the Akira view, where it like the bomb drops, it sounds bad. I know. The point is
If
like
you want that World War III
like visually, you're so high up, like everything looks like boxes. You don't get the view of what you do in like in the middle of Tokyo. Like it doesn't feel like you're just on a high rise. It like it's insane. So that's
Right.
that's
It is
the
a
only
great
reason
view,
why.
to be
I
fair.
really don't like
Yeah.
it.
Well, no,
What don't you
understand.
like about it?
Okay, there's a couple of things I don't like about Skytree. First of all, it is so far away from everything else.
Oh my god, it's 10 minutes away from me. What are you
It
talking
is
about?
so you
That's skill issue.
from you, but like you. Okay, how often do you go to Asakusa?
I actually go quite often because my friend lives
What?
Yeah.
Who goes to Asakusa? I don't know anyone who goes to Asakusa.
You're asking from Joey, the person who lives the furthest
Yeah,
away
he
as
does
well.
that.
It's
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
I'm
well,
an hour
but-
away from everything.
Yeah, but he's got
You're
to commit.
fucking so
He's like
biased.
Mordor. I am biased. I live right in the center. No one ever, if anyone ever asked me to meet in the Skytree, I'm like, you're a fucking psychopath.
No, you don't meet at the Skytree, but the
Because
Skytree.
it's like it's so annoying to get there, and then there's nothing good around it. It's just all malls, and I'm like, I don't want to be near a mall my entire life.
You're talking about
Because it's on like Skytree is like on. There's like a
Yeah,
giant
yeah.
mall on the bottom.
but the Sakusa
yeah.
is on the other side of
Yeah, I know.
That's
yeah,
a different place.
I know, but that whole area, I really don't like it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay,
Like,
okay,
on the
okay.
other
There's
side
not
of
much
the
to
river,
do there.
nothing
No.
to do.
Yeah. You can take a picture of a golden poop. That's
I feel like
pretty
it's
much it,
pretty
you know?
expensive to go up it.
Yeah, that's the one thing that
Yeah.
I felt like you all got wrong, or I guess Connor, because you said it's really expensive, but
Yeah.
in terms of like places, it's was it
can't
like
remember.
2,000, 3,000?
Is it 2,000, 3,000?
It's something like that.
It wasn't too much. Like if you go up to Mori Tower,
Uh.
it's pretty much the same price.
So do you pay? Because again, I haven't been in like 5 years because I just didn't like it.
Yeah, please fact check it, Kai.
Please fact check. Please fact check. Otherwise, he's gonna have to fact check himself.
Yeah.
So you can go to like multiple parts, and you have to pay extra to go to the top.
Yeah, so if you want to go to the middle, which is like 300 meters, it's decently priced and it's like pretty easy to get there.
Yeah, come on, that's ridiculous.
But if you want to go to the top, which is like 400 meters,
450, yeah. It's 68 USD.
that's crazy
Yeah.
expensive.
but the view is so much like better, and also it's hard to recommend going to very top because like you have to wait in the middle for another elevator, and that can take a while. That's like 40 minutes the last time I was there.
But $70 is crazy.
But
Like, you can fucking go to Disneyland.
I mean, this is
No, you can't actually.
it's probably what, like $100?
Disneyland is like 110 now. for a
But I
day
feel
ticket.
like at least you can do stuff.
I mean, this is also the third tallest building.
Yeah, but like I feel like the view, like when you are a tourist and you're flying into Japan, your view is better. Just look out the window. Like,
Okay,
What if you're on the aisle?
fucking go and look.
What if
at
you're on the aisle and you just
Go to the
my
toilet,
God.
go take a shit, and then go and look at the big window that they have because they always have the exit door next to the toilet. Just look at the window; it's so much cooler.
I swear to God.
Every single time I'm flying in, dude, I go to the toilet and I look out the window, dude. It's so sick. I'm like, great view. Don't need the Skytrain anymore. Look at that puny little fake structure.
You know what? I'm on your side, Connor.
Thank you.
I'm on your side. I don't know. I feel
flying into Tokyo as a tourist, just you can get so many. Dude, the views you get of Fuji when you fly in sometimes.
Yeah, that is true.
Genuine cinema.
Yeah.
I'm holding my hands up on the plane like this.
What's your favorite tower?
my favorite
Morgan.
tower. You mean in
Viewing platform.
viewing platform of Tokyo?
Yeah.
I don't really have one just because
Wrong. Get on a plane. Look at that.
Yes, just thank you.
Just go to a sky bar.
Trick question.
Just go to like a sky bar. I think honestly for me that's a good enough view. You don't have to go up to like the tallest tower. You
Oh,
don't
it
have
should
to
be
go.
a sky.
Dude,
Yeah,
we've gone to drink so many times at the top of Mori Tower. They have a bar, very expensive cocktails. It's like they're like $20 a cocktail, but you have a phenomenal view.
That's a great view
on top.
and you can have drinks
Yeah,
and
you
sit
get
down
drinks.
and appreciate the view as well.
Yeah, and there's no like loud noises. It's just fucking great vibes. It's like half
Yeah.
outdoors, so you have like heated blankets as well, dude. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, like,
and you're higher than Tokyo Tower.
Like, I think the biggest bait of like not just Japan, but like any country is just the tourist attraction of just go up this high tower to see a view of the city. And the reason I think it's bait is because a lot of the times you're just there. It's a viewing platform with so many different other people, and you just kind of like you can walk around, but there's not really anything else to do. So my favorite places, if I want to go to view a city, is just go to like a sky bar. Yes, the drinks are going to be as expensive, but if you have one drink there, it's probably going to be as expensive as paying this admission fee to whatever tower
this
you're
one
going
you
But
to.
what if
you
I
can
don't
get-
drink, Aunt?
Then you're gonna pay. Then you're gonna get it. Even like, then get a fucking Coke, Joey. Get a Coke and it.
But the salaryman will laugh at you.
Yeah, they'll question
They
you.
will question you. They will question you. No, no.
They will question
and
you.
then, and I think that one as well. You can like smoke cigars if you're
Yeah.
into that. Like, you know.
I mean, I agree with Garnt in a way because, like, I don't think much about
just
towers.
gone
as
to you agree.
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't care about.
Motherfucker. Okay. It's something is his opinion. Okay.
If you ask about towers with the best views, I like Skytree, but personally, I don't care that much about towers or viewing platforms. Also, with
Yeah.
the fact that go to a fucking bar, the issue is like it's hard to find if you're a tourist. It's like if you put in
wouldn't,
research.
Like, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like in Asakusa, there's the Golden Poop, and next to it is the beer.
The Asahi Brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sick.
and at the top
Love
of
that
that
place.
is like a restaurant, a viewing platform. But also, if you want to go in there, the one time I tried, it was 2-hour waiting time.
Yeah.
And
it's
it's-
gotten really touristy there.
So it's like if you go to, I don't know, a sky bar, like how long is the wait time?
Normally we've never waited.
Well, normally we've also booked.
Now,
ahead of time.
now we're gonna have to wait. No, we've rocked up before.
Have we?
Yeah, we
rocked up
have.
like
We
6
have.
months before.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It
has been a while since
went
we've been
like,
there.
Fucking like 4 or 5 months ago, and I came up with like 8 people in the reservation.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like it's very luck based.
Well, yeah.
To be honest, the more expensive it is, normally you can just rock up.
Also, you phone ahead as well.
Yeah, if you find, normally the tech is to, especially like, because that place is a hotel.
Yeah.
It's like a really fancy hotel. At the top, you can easily talk English. You can just be like, hey, can we come up?
So yeah, Strat, have money.
Yeah.
But if you're spending $70,
But if you're going to be,
I will agree with you.
if you are
I
going
will
to
agree, it's
tickets,
very
yeah.
expensive.
but
yes.
I won't lie, Kai. That website, I know it said like Tokyo Skytree US. It did look like a what do you call it? One of those websites that buys the tickets
Proxy.
for you.
Yeah, I'm a
Proxy
real.
tickets,
I
yeah.
don't think it shouldn't be
I remember it.
$70.
I remember it being like.
it should
Wait,
be
it's
like
sponsored. It's sponsored. Go down.
4,000
No,
or
go down. Go down.
something.
It's
Yeah, I
sponsored.
remember
Max.
it being like 3,000-4,000.
Okay, there you
yen.
go. No. Yep.
the official Tokyo Skytree.
Yeah,
tickets. How much?
Put it in yen, please. Like,
There you go. 3,000.
Dude, isn't it so evil? Those
Yeah.
bastards put it sponsored and then they fucking steal from you.
Holy
Damn,
shit!
it's
The
like double
markup,
It's like double the price.
the actual markup.
No, that's a sponsored website.
That's
it's
the
literally
sponsor.
more than
Yeah.
double. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
2,000 to go in the middle and 3,000 to go to the top.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes way better.
Yeah,
Wait,
that
same day
makes
ticket?
more
Wait,
sense.
It's called reserve ticket.
If you
advanced.
buy
Yeah, advanced
so
ticket.
a lot of places if you buy
Okay,
online,
that's way more
you get like
reasonable.
cheaper.
Yeah.
Same day works as well.
Okay.
But in some cases, same like Shibuya Sky, which also is a nice place.
Yeah.
You can't actually get the same day. It needs to be booked like half a week or more in
Oh my
advance.
Yeah,
God,
because
dude.
it's so
busy.
popular now. Yeah.
My parents wanted to go up, and I was like, yeah, just fucking rock up, because I didn't know, because I'd never been up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, no, you can't do that. Sorry, mum and dad.
Yeah, it's
Trolls.
very popular now.
I just assumed it's a fucking viewing platform.
Yeah.
How can people be like? How can it be busy? Just
It's crazy.
have a fucking gander and leave. 3,500 is reasonable though.
Well, there's also
that
like
markup is diabolical.
Yeah,
Can we
that
just
is-
appreciate
bro,
that
yeah.
it's like
Dude, that's
over
crazy.
double?
Do you remember when?
68 USD. That's
Okay,
insane.
life hack when you travel, never ever use a sponsored link.
Yeah.
Although funnily enough, remember one time we couldn't get our Canadian visas.
And we need to choose a sponsored link.
We couldn't get a Canadian visa through the Canadian government website, but the sponsored link, which was one of these scams where they would just fill out the form for you.
Yeah.
When you put all the information via like a computer that charged double, got us our visa.
Yeah. Because we were to explain flying through Canada, even if we are not like stopping there, even if you have a layover, you need the equivalent of like an ESTA, like a visa.
yeah.
So we didn't find this out until literally me and Connor were at the airport, and the Canadian government website shows a great time to just crash when we were doing it.
Their website worked.
But their website worked.
Damn.
Immediate
Scammers,
visa.
they work. But yeah, okay, 3,500 is reasonable. I think that's fair. And weekdays. Oh, if you just go to the other deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's reasonable. I still would just say, hey, save the 3,000 yen, go get a true drink.
Yeah.
It's completely up to people. Like the more I've been to these places, I know there's some people that appreciate it, and like.
Well, that's the thing. The thing is that most people who are probably going to be open to climbing up Tokyo Skytree are probably already visiting Asakusa anyway. So it's just like, oh, it's just there. Let's just, one or two stations across to Oshiage, and you can probably get it all done in a single day, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rather than being like, oh, I have to go all the way to Roppongi, or I have to go all the way to Shibuya, which is pretty much just on the other side.
Yeah.
I hate anything that is just like giant malls surrounding it. And I feel like Skytree is just a giant mall with a tower. And I'm like, I hate malls.
Yeah.
I feel like in
You
Japan.
hate malls?
Yeah, I just feel like in Japan, malls, I feel like you just pay double because they have to mark it up because they're in a mall and it's already very expensive. And so I feel like you just end up paying a lot of money for something that's just okay. Whereas when you go to like Shibuya, Shinjuku, other places where there's like loads of like grungy areas, where it's just like single owned stores, I feel like you just get way cooler shit.
Yeah, but also I feel like for a lot of people, especially tourists, it takes a little more courage to go into those places like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they have to accommodate.
I'm just a mall hater.
What do malls
Mall
do to
hater.
you, bro?
I never think, oh gee, can't wait to go in this mall,
Really?
No.
But you don't like
agree.
Except for when the nonsense cloud was there.
Yeah.
Then I was at a mall.
But you don't like shopping.
Not really.
You don't really go shopping, do you?
Not often.
Yeah.
And so I feel like malls, especially like, and eating in a mall, always the worst eating experience. I feel like there's never a good restaurant in a mall.
And if you come to Japan, like malls are the most boring places because
Yes.
it's literally the same things.
No, that's true.
Prada,
That is
Gucci.
true.
Like, Louis Vuitton, Gucci on the bottom store. Second store will be all like clothes brands you've never heard of, but seemingly every Japanese person knows what they are. You're like, it's gunk. You're like, I don't know what the fuck gunk is.
Like, it's cool.
No, it's a real good Norwegian brand it's in right now. I've never heard of this shit.
Yeah. No, I totally get that as well. But I also understand that, again, it's just easy for people who don't want to go exploring, and just want everything in one place.
Explore, fuck it.
No, I agree. I
Run it.
totally agree.
Daily vlog, come on, make content.
Daily
Yeah,
vlog.
make
yeah.
content.
Get a wheelchair.
Okay,
Go to a fight club. Get beat up. This episode is brought to you by Shopify. So it's a new year, 2025, and you're thinking, how am I going to make this year different? How am I going to build something for myself? I'm dying to be my own boss or see if I can turn this business idea I've been kicking around into a reality. But I don't know how to make it happen. Well, Shopify is how you're going to make it happen.
The best time to start your new business is right now.
Right
Because Shopify makes it simple to create your brand, open for business, and get your first sale. Just look at this guy. Look at this guy.
That's right. We actually use Shopify and have been using Shopify for nonsense for the past 2.5 years, and it's legitimately excellent.
You can get your store up and running easily with thousands of customizable templates. No coding or design skills required. All you need to do is drag and drop. And they're powerful. Social media tools let you connect all your channels and create shoppable posts and help you sell everywhere people scroll. And Shopify makes it easy to manage your growing business. They help you with the details like shipping, taxes, and payments from one single dashboard, allowing you to focus on the important stuff like growing your business.
What happens if you don't act right now? Will you regret it? What if someone beats you to that idea? Don't kick yourself when you hear this again in a year because you didn't do anything right now.
With Shopify, your first sale is closer than you think. Established in 2025. It has a nice ring, doesn't it? Well, it can be yours right now if you sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/trash, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/trash to start selling with Shopify today. Shopify.com/trash.
Back to the episode. So now if you had to bring a friend over to Japan and they asked for an itinerary, well, what would end up on that itinerary?
Yeah, what are the places you take your friends?
Yeah, let's say your friend's coming for like a week or 2 weeks or something. So it's not just like one day in Tokyo or whatever.
Well, depends. What do they like? Because the biggest thing is like with me as well. I'm more of a person who likes activities rather than history or architecture.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, if you come to Japan for the first time in your life, like for like 2 weeks, don't leave Tokyo. Because like every ward of Tokyo is so different, even in terms of architecture. Look, you can get all sorts of foods here, all sorts of architecture, temples, shrines. You can like learn history, and every ward even looks different enough. So if you travel outside, that's already like half a day wasted. You're spending more money on like Shinkansen or whatever.
Yeah,
and I feel like 2 weeks in Tokyo just isn't even enough to like get everything done.
That's true. Yeah.
Unless you actually do like history or you like nature or you just want to check out Nara. Like in that case, sure, go Osaka, whatever.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad though to go and maybe just, because people always want to go to Osaka and Kyoto. And it's like, yeah, it's your first trip. Just do it. Check it out.
Yeah.
See which cities you maybe vibe with more. The one thing I do think that is quite difficult about Tokyo is if you don't have anyone who can recommend you stuff. I think it's quite daunting.
It is.
I remember when we came on vacation, I felt lost.
It's just there's too many things to do, and that causes a problem.
And you have no frame of reference of what might be good and what to look for as like a sign of quality.
And you search up online, and it's all like the same. It's very unhelpful. It's the same 10 things.
I hate the top 10 list because every time you're like, top 10 things to do there.
Genuinely useless.
It's 5 first things. It's just shrine or temple.
Yeah.
And then go karting. Yeah, with the fucking monkeys.
Dude, the go-karting. Oh my god!
Like there's so many cool things to actually do, but it's like no, fucking. Oh, when we went to Ota, and I was like, what to do in Ota City? Top 10 things to do.
They're all like gardens.
The first 5 things were go to Haneda Airport. You have a shrine there. You have another temple there. You have a garden in Haneda Airport, and it's like fucking. There's a city. Why are you wanting us to go to the airport?
Yeah.
Yeah, number 3 bestseller, go-karting.
And then it's like, a food tour or whatever.
Food tour, bus tour. Skytree.
Those food tours are so ass.
Yeah,
those
they are.
ones.
Tsukiji Fish Market.
All of the tours.
Tsukiji Fish Market is so ass, bro.
Yeah.
It's so ass they had to change it. They were like, well, we got to get rid of this place. Let's fucking move it.
If you go to like these tours or take a tour, because I've looked on these places for inspiration or whatever, and there's stuff that's like $100 that you can just do for free if you sign up yourself.
Yes.
I think I went to like a diet building tour, whatever, and that's free if you sign up. It's the national
government
building.
Government building, yeah.
And I think there was like one thing where it was like $70 if you go with a guide or like personal guide or something. And like most of these things, it's so easy to do yourself. Or like even watching sumo wrestling, if you go through one of these places, it's like $120 to like go see them train. But if you go by yourself without a guide, you do pay something. I'm not sure how much, but it's so much cheaper. And then you just look at it and go home. instead of waiting around for them to like talk for an hour of like, oh, well, this is the backstory, like stuff.
Let me read off the Wikipedia.
Sometimes it's good though.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with these lists is that like 9 out of 10 of them are just kind of like whatever suggestions or copy paste from other articles. So you often just don't get anything of value.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It kind of like, I think this is the case for like basically every tourist place in the world where you search it up and most lists, I swear, just copy off each other most of the time.
Yeah.
It's rare to get that like personal touch of, like this could be AI generated. We don't know, you know?
Half these places don't even exist.
It is really hard to give someone an itinerary that they like because some people, like yourself, you like doing activities.
Yeah.
I'm not a big activity guy. I don't do a whole lot, actually. Now I realize I just kind of sit around.
It depends what kind of a person you are. Like if you come to Japan and knowing you like Japan and have like stuff planned, you can do quite a lot. Because I had a friend come over
do a lot.
and he did like a ton of things. And even the first time I came here, because I prepared in advance, I wanted to make like a video. And I looked like all of your videos that you've done here and other YouTubers. So like my 2 weeks was completely booked up. And I feel like that was a really good way of experiencing things because I wasn't looking at these lists. I was looking at specific things YouTubers have done.
Yeah.
But there's other people who have come and they go with like a European mindset or like, I'm going to come here, I'm going to chill out, I'm going to walk around and see what I can do. And in Tokyo, it doesn't really work out.
Yeah, you kind of have to book everything.
Yeah, like you can't go Shibuya Sky. Even Skytree can like fill out the same day.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you do kind of have to book everything.
And if you don't like the most basic thing, I feel like Team Lab Planets, which I would recommend. I feel like it's interesting. I know you don't like.
I've actually never been.
Oh.
I just don't like the idea of like I've just heard it's like so crowded. And it sounds
It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, it's an interesting experience.
Depends when you go.
It's like Instagram heaven, basically.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And
But again, you can't go the same day because it's like booked up. Like you have to do in advance.
it didn't used to be that way. I think it was like, I think it's only recently without you had to really just book ahead, because I remember when I went, I guess before Mr. Beast made his video and it really started like popping off. I just rocked up on the day.
I'm just sad Odaiba, they got rid of the onsen.
Yeah.
Bro, you missed it. Odaiba's never been the same since.
It's not.
Dude, they had like a whole like onsen like town in Odaiba.
What?
What's it called?
Onsen Monogatari.
Yeah, Onsen
Dude,
Monogatari.
it's a change. I think there's some other stuff. But
I think it
was so
relocated,
sick.
but the thing that made it so perfect was
It was like next to the Gundam.
It was next to the Gundam, so all you needed to do was, you want to go see the Gundam?
Dude, it was like a full like summer festival.
Yeah. It was, every day was a summer
And
festival.
so you go in and they used to have like 5 restaurants and you would all be in yukata's
there we go.
You'd have like a tag that you would just like say your number and then they would charge you all at the end.
Yeah.
So you would get beers and stuff, we'd have a meal, and then we'd all go in the onsen and they had like the fish where they eat your feet, and they had like, a bunch of it, and they had a whole outdoor section. It was legit. It was so good for like tourists because it was like a very easy way to get someone into onsens.
Yeah, without having to travel to like too far.
And then if you were done and you still had some time, you could, pop over to Odaiba and see the Gundam and,
go to Diver City.
And then they got rid of it because I think the leaseholder for the land didn't want to renew or something like that.
Yeah.
You used to look like this inside.
That's so cool.
It was so good. It was so good.
I wonder, where did they relocate to? Because
I don't know. Well, I want to go back.
yeah, I want to go back. Looking at these pictures, I'm like, this is sick.
So you used to be in a really fun spot. And so Odaiba's cool. Again, slightly frustrating to get to comparatively to other places.
It is.
And it's a shame because like I do think the Gundam is like sick to look at.
Well, now it's like the only one pretty much.
Yeah, they got rid of the one in Yokohama.
Yeah, and like I said, that mall, not a big fan of that mall. That mall.
I mean, that mall has some stuff in it.
Yeah, I'd
The Gundam
say
store in there is sick.
I'd say on like the tier list of malls, most like the malls I hate are the ones where it's just like, oh, these are brands I can just get everywhere.
Yeah.
But the Diver City specifically has, I think, like more activities, more cool
You have the
places.
sport shirt at the top. Which
Yeah, and then
Sport
the sport,
shirt.
sport shirt at the top as well.
and they got like Geopolis, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of alright.
They got a One Piece store as well.
Yeah, they're showing a jump store.
Yeah, Shonen Jump store. So there's like more variety and like
I'm a
cool
mall
stuff.
hater. I support local businesses and small businesses.
All right.
Name 3 small businesses.
Yeah.
Matsuya Yoshinoya Sukiya.
I'm a real one.
Top 3.
Small businesses, amen.
Hell yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm a mall hater. I'm a certified mall hater.
Damn.
So, personal question. Are you coming back? Do you think you're going to come back?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, man.
I'm thinking about like if I were to live here, but it's more like when I came here, I thought, okay, I definitely want to live here more. But as the time has come along, I'm like, I'm not so sure about that anymore. Because
Like long term.
Well, because I've done everything here.
You really have speed ran Japan. Yeah, you really have.
So it's more like I don't have the urge or the need to like stay longer that I had in the beginning. Because like I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna miss this thing or that thing because I did it.
Yeah, that is true.
There's more food I want to eat here.
I mean, yeah.
I've just never eaten all the food I want to eat.
Also, kind of miss being a tourist, like all of you, I guess.
You miss it.
Yeah.
Such a simple time.
You know, it's so good coming here.
Like
not worrying about
the
anything.
wonder is gone, would you say?
Kind of. Yeah, I mean, it's like, what do you do if you need to go to a doctor? Are you gonna spend like a couple hours looking at English doctors, go to God knows wherever, and like even you speak like some Japanese, and you had so many issues like with your back stuff.
Yeah.
Because like that's like what took a month, even though
It took a long time than that. That was like a 4 or 5 month process just to go through all the referrals.
that's insane.
Appointments. Yeah. It's I mean, it's not easy. Like I think that was hard just because I didn't speak good enough Japanese to get through the process smoothly. But also, it was just slow because it was Japanese.
Yeah.
I don't think I can't name. I mean, maybe in Estonia it's a lot faster. But the UK it's pretty slow as well.
Oh, in Europe I feel like it's pretty fast.
I feel like in most places it's pretty slow. But to be fair, I did always felt like I was being taken care of, and I felt like everyone was doing their job.
Yeah.
I didn't think like people were getting annoyed or like were just like trying to get rid of me. I felt like they were actually trying to like take care of the issue.
Yeah.
We're always very very careful.
It's just mostly like a bit frustrating, like even like
sure,
social
for sure.
security, like I know how much I have to pay. Then I go to like a Konbini. You can't pay with a card. You have to take cash out and pay with cash
Yeah.
for some reason. And then I'm like, well, I did pay this, but am I forgetting something? Am I committing tax fraud?
Yeah.
Shit.
There's always stuff you can forget. It's very easy to miss things.
The first time I paid double. Because I got like checks, but they have like one check where you can pay all of it at once, or like have checks for each month individually.
yeah.
And I was like, here, all the checks. And I paid like, I think like a couple of grand. And I was like, wait. No, I went home and my girlfriend was like, why did you pay that much? Like that doesn't
you
make
get a
any
refund?
sense. Yeah, I went back to the Konbini. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And they like got the manager. Who got the manager? And then it was like, okay, yeah,
Who
sorry.
then called the manager?
Yeah.
of course,
Who then
of
called the
course.
CEO?
Yeah. No, but they're very accommodating. Like, no issues whatsoever. It's just like difficult to manage it all.
Yeah, it's the fundamental system that they've set up that just makes it so extra confusing. But at least in Japan, if you do realize that, like, oh shit, I've made a mistake, then 9 times out of 10, they're usually pretty good with like helping you get through it. But it's not until you actually point it out that they'll actually, figure it out and sort it out for you. You just have to be like, okay, well, this is just how it works, and
Like
I guess I'm just gonna have to do it this way.
When you have an issue, they do help you with it. But sometimes you're like, oh my god, do we really need all of this to fix this issue?
Yeah.
This is like,
there are moments where you're just like, it's
Holy
not
fuck.
technically an issue.
there was just lettuce on my burger. The CEO does not need to come out and apologize.
It's like, this is technically not an issue. I'm just not happy with it personally.
Yeah.
So is it worth bringing up? Because then it might lead to a whole other bunch of problems that just get...
You might have opened the
floodgates,
Can't put it back in.
There's like hidden issues as well, or like hidden things that you don't think of. Like when you sign up, I guess for social security and everything. The one thing that I was told by a friend was like, you have to tell them you don't want retirement funds or like pension, like no matter what. Because I think by default it's on, but if you like move away, you have to, it like starts collecting and then you have to take it out, or like it's a whole ordeal.
Yeah. The pension stuff in Japan is really...
I believe
bizarre.
they're making it mandatory soon, though. I'm not sure, though. There's some issue. I know that, like, you also often see Reddit posts of people who missed, like, 1 month of retirement or pension payments, and then they got denied, like, permanent residence. So, like, they will find any reason to, like, deny your paperwork in Japan as well, so you've got to make sure you stay on top of it, which is very frustrating.
Yeah.
Because it is so easy to miss something.
Yeah.
And then you get like post, and it's like, have I paid for this? Do I need to pay for this?
Yeah.
What am I doing? And there's envelope inside, and it's like, do I have to mail it back with cash money inside?
Yeah, because sometimes they'll have that. They'll give you in the envelope. They'll give you an envelope to send money back to them.
Yeah.
But you've already paid for it.
Oh, really? I've never seen that.
Like I think I had someone sent me something from FedEx, and they made me pay the taxes on it, but they wouldn't send it to me until I had sent them an envelope with the money, which sounded like some kind of Nigerian.
Yeah, that sounds like a scam.
Nigerian like prince.
I've never
situation.
seen that.
Yeah, no, because for some reason I never had it. It was so rare because I was like, I normally pay it when they show up.
Yeah.
But yeah, for some reason they were like, yeah, we're holding it until you. Yeah, it was FedEx though. It was definitely FedEx.
Really?
I confirmed.
Wow.
And I got the package.
That's bizarre.
Yeah. Weird owner hole. Okay.
Yeah, like the fuck.
Yeah, what the hell?
It was contraband. It was contraband. It's the Pump and Dump 5000.
Now, that all being said, even if there's like small struggles, I want to say for the fucking Reddit, I love Japan. Like the bad stuff, completely like nothing compared to all the good stuff.
Dude, everything goes bad, and then you just go to a restaurant and you pay $30 for like 500 gyoza, and it's the most finest gyoza that man could have conceived. And you're like, there's just someone, everyone cares in that kitchen. Everyone's cares.
Yeah.
I feel like the food prices are illegal.
How low?
Yeah, I got so humbled when I went back to LA, like midway through.
Everyone gets humbled.
That's like a
LA's a different
Yeah, that's a different beast. Yeah.
But no, like I sent Mudan also like a video of it was explaining like the ramen price situation in Japan, where in Japan it's very difficult right now because prices have obviously have risen quite a lot.
Yeah.
Like cabbage prices have like doubled.
Yeah.
But ramen restaurants cannot raise their prices above 1,000 yen, or at least most shop owners feel like they can't raise it over 1,000 yen, which is around $7. I think,
I'd say
a bowl
so.
of ramen. And so often, rather than just say $6.50, rather than raise the price of the ramen to like 1,000, they'll be like, nah, we'll just shut the store.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So many local mom and pop stores are going out of business or being bought out by bigger chains. So ramen is slowly, which used to be mainly a mom and pop kind of very resilient to being taken over by big companies. Now it's slowly becoming, you're probably eating at a chain.
God damn it. Everything's going to be Ichiron soon.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's a future I don't want to live in.
That is the Japanese dystopia I don't want to live in.
Ichiran sympathizer. Look, I think it tastes solid. It's the McDonald's of ramen. But yeah, no.
I'm a certified Ichiran hater.
But you are, there is so much better ramen out there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But like, look, it's not like, look, you go have it. I'd rather you do that than go to McDonald's.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. I would as well. But honestly, mom and pop shops, those are the best ones.
Yeah. The
Those are best
filthier the
ramens.
place looks, the harder the ramen slaps.
Yeah.
What's like a Japanese food or like a particular restaurant that you went to where you'll probably be like, I will never forget this meal? Other than the Hiroshima okonomiyaki.
There was Yakiniku King.
Okay.
Somewhere in the middle of, I can't remember which prefecture it was. So it's a yakiniku place, but it's a chain.
Yeah.
And the food was so bad there. I was making like a wholesome video as well that day.
Yeah.
And I at the end, I went on a 5-minute rant about this wasn't the worst yakiniku I had.
Yeah.
This was like the worst restaurant or food I've had.
Damn.
This was so bad. This was like by European standards bad.
Oh, Jesus.
But I
Wow.
cut the entire thing out because I was like, nah, this is too bad. I'm going way too deep into it.
Yeah. It's a
there's
pretty
a
popular
ton
chain.
of them. Yeah.
Because
Oh,
it's
man.
one of those places where it's like tiers, like you pay a certain amount and then you get
the
all you can
premium
eat.
meat or-
Yeah.
Oh, I see, I see,
okay.
yeah.
But their premium meat was like looked lower quality than in most places the lowest meat.
Yeah, I mean, the premium course is 4,200 yen.
It
Which
doesn't look like Tapehode though.
It was
wait, down
there
below.
is a Tapehode
There's
underneath.
it was one of the only places where for yakiniku they had like usually you get bongs for the meat and
Yeah.
they gave two different ones, one for raw meat, one for cooked meat.
Okay.
And I was like, because I mean,
Oh, I think most yakiniku places.
A lot of places do that, I think.
I haven't
Normally
had
they
it
just
since
give you
any time.
they just give everyone a tongue.
That's true.
I like the little thin ones they give you.
Yeah.
Like chopstick ones.
Yeah.
Those are good. Those are fire.
I mean, it might have been bad luck with
I-
just that restaurant, but
I do think
Yeah.
yakitori and yakiniku, you will either get just the most diabolical bad experience or phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so hard to get like mid
That's true.
because it's so dependent on the meat quality.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
You really have to like.
Like how fresh is the meat?
Yeah.
When do they
Is it
like
frozen? Where
marinate
do the
it?
sauces
Do they come
from?
from? Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I mean the fucking that yakitori place I always go to, the guy that definitely didn't like foreigners, and he's warmed up to me. They have like the brand and place where the chicken's from in the restaurant.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's like brother's got a name. Like, little Timothy. Little Timothy.
Name and location is public.
Like it's like there's a lot of thought gone into sourcing just like that ingredient, which is key, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
with yakiniku, it's like, yeah, you can so tell when it's frozen. It comes out. You're like, that's
exactly.
fine. Like, you should like yakiniku. You don't always deserve, because it's expensive to get really premium cuts of beef, right?
Yeah. And as a
but
restaurant,
sometimes it's pretty diabolical.
as a restaurant, you have to buy the stock, and you can't always like.
Tabe Hodai, frozen beef, fucking give me it, bro. I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe a good sauce can mask a cheap piece of meat sometimes. But there can be some diabolical pieces. Dude, when you have bad tongue in Japan, my God, it's like chewing through a basketball.
Yeah. That's why I'm not big fan of tongue.
Tongue has to be fresh. And like,
It has to be because there's no hiding the texture, It's,
chewing tobacco, huh? Oh.
Your jaw's going to end up like fucking out here.
yeah.
So why the outfit change?
Wait.
Why?
What is going on?
What do you mean? Dude, I'm trying to get the best strip,
Get a perfect suit factory.
I mean, your drip game has increased while you're in Japan. I have noticed that. I've seen in some video, like it's so confusing because I'm like, in some videos, I'm like, wait, when did you get your ears pierced? And then there are some videos where it's like, wait, he doesn't have his ears pierced. What the fuck?
No, because you got clip-ons just like randomly once, and I was like, what's happened to my boy?
Dude, perfect suit factory shirts are phenomenal. Stretchy ones.
Dude, this got me through the summer.
Dude, this is so good.
It is.
Yeah, I went to a spot job with this motherfucker in his full like suit. He was doing like hardcore sport in the summer with his suit on. I'm just like, you're insane, bro.
You went full salary, man. Oh my God.
But when I stopped wearing the suits, I felt kind of sad because it was during the summer, and I went to my normal t-shirt, and it was shit. It was like I was sweating inside. I was like, what the hell? Because these shirts are like straight up made with like sports fabric or whatever.
Yeah. It's
They're
very
really good.
breathable.
I love wearing them. They're so flexible.
I don't think.
I mean, I forgot he was at work. He's like, I got suit up. He's locked in. I got to suit up.
Well, how's the tie?
Tie's good. Yeah.
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 I remember, dude, when you first came on as a tourist, you said that we had overhyped Konbinis.
Yeah.
Do you still feel that?
Do you stand by that?
You stand by that statement?
No, I completely revoked the statement.
Let's go.
Okay, nice. Why?
Konbinis are hype.
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. What?
Because the more you realize they are the lifeblood of Japan.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
initially made you think it was overrated?
Well, because if you're a tourist here, you don't need Konbinis. You go
That's
to
true.
stores, you go restaurants.
Yeah.
But if you live here, having like a place that serves food, like solid food, you can have drinks, you can like literally anything like runs out, you need to print something. It's
Yeah.
like the closest Konbini, always like 1-2 minutes away.
Yeah.
Like,
Lifesaver.
I mean, for a tourist, it's like, but if you live here, it's just insane.
Yeah. For a tourist, it's good if you're like walking around. You're
some
like,
tourists
I
love
need
it. Some
I need a drink or something, right? And you just pop into a Konbini or whatever. But
Also, you could be in the middle of fucking nowhere, and you're like, I don't know
Yeah.
how I'm going to survive, and then you see a fucking Lawson's, and you're like, okay.
there's always at least a Konbini and a vending machines. Anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Only downside of Konbinis is that like they have kind of like destroyed a lot of businesses in the countryside.
I guess.
I know that's lame to bring up. But sometimes you go through these towns and it's like fucking desolate, but the Lawsons will be packed.
Bro.
Yeah.
There's always two places that are packed. It's the Konbini and the pachinko parlor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The pachinko
I
parlor.
remember- where was I? I must have been somewhere. Where did we go with Chris last time? Somewhere like around, I think Kyushu. It was kind of remote, and I remember like there was this town, and there was a Lawson's in the middle that was so busy, and it was every car was there, and there was like so many businesses around it that were just completely shut down and like derelict. And you're like, man, this is sad, because obviously it replaces the need of like a supermarket as well, because they often do fresh fruit and veg as well.
Yeah.
The bigger ones in the Inaka.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad as well, because you're like, damn, could have been like some cool things that you could have tried there, but
It is
when
one
I
of
get my fried chicken.
It is one of the most certain places you can like visit.
It's
like
nice there.
anytime you
Yes.
go to different prefecture, there's gonna be 7-Eleven, fucking Lawson there.
Yeah. Except for like middle of nowhere in Hokkaido, where they just have nothing.
Yeah.
Well, they have a different brand.
Seiko
there.
Mart.
Seiko
Seiko
Mart.
Mart.
Which
Yeah, that's it.
Seiko Mart. You know.
Hokkaido gets what they get, you know. going
It's
above
okay. It's
going
okay.
above a certain point
There's
in
the big
Hokkaido.
three, and then there's everything
Look,
else.
Yeah.
if it was fire, we'd see every TikToker on earth talking about why it's so amazing. And if you like 7-Eleven, this is the best place on earth.
And it's only available in northern Hokkaido.
But it's aight. It's aight.
Yeah.
They take what they get out there.
Yeah.
So in the year that you stayed here, how often did you leave Japan, if at all? How many of these videos were filmed when you were traveling as well?
I mean, you went to the UK, right?
Yeah, just twice, LA and UK.
Oh, okay. Oh, do people know that some of these videos were filmed in the UK?
Not until now. So I literally picked like the darkest part, so it could easily be like somewhere in Japan. And the only people who like noticed it was like, so you had like a water bottle that was like a UK brand.
I was like Evian or something like that. It must have been Evian
Or like Scottish. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
It was very basic for that UK.
Yeah.
And that's how some people like sniffed it out. But like I had no hints, like nothing at all.
I was expecting like some fucking rainbow guy to be like, that is some UK grass right there. Actually, we don't see those kinds of trees in Japan. Actually,
How was Daily Vlogging Anime Expo? How was that?
Pain, horrible. I hate it.
Wait, really?
Daily vlogging during. Well, first of all, it's like so long days, and then you have to get back to your apartment or hotel, and then just edit it.
Yeah.
While everybody's like, oh, let's go do this party.
Those days are long.
Let's fucking wake up at 9 a.m. to get to Anime Expo for the first people. You know.
yeah.
It was just painful.
Yeah, so I want
peak thumbnail.
The
but
I want
these 5 thumbnails.
This
are
is
so good.
so metal.
It's so good.
Like, what was I gotta ask because I don't think I've ever talked to you about this. What was your thinking behind? I'm gonna go to the UK. These are the videos I want to make.
John was so drunk in his video.
I wasn't.
He wasn't drunk at all.
I wasn't drunk.
No, you ate
was
like
in
a
pain.
spicy thing, right?
I ate the one chip challenge.
One chip challenge.
I was like, I asked you because like Didus did it like literally before you.
Yeah.
And I was like, I only had one hot chip.
Yeah.
So he ate like a part of it, and I asked you.
He had one tiny nibble.
Yeah.
He did not eat shit. He did not eat shit.
I mean, honestly, smart.
I literally asked you, are you good with spicy foods? You're like, oh, hell yeah, I'm sure I can do anything. And I'm like, all right, this one chip that's like half eaten.
Yeah.
I didn't even expect you to eat this all. I was like, when you put it all in your mouth, I was shocked. I was like, fuck, I can't. Because you took it away from all the next guests.
Oh shit! I thought you had prepared so many.
They're like $15 a chip.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
This was 100% worth it, but it was so funny.
It was. I've realized how unprepared you were because I ate the chip and I was like, can I have some water, please? And in this fucking CIA torture chamber that he'd gone through, he was like, I don't have any water. And I was like, how could you not have prepared water?
I actually prepared water. I just forgot where it was. I found it afterwards underneath your chair or something.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of Gaunt looking rough photos. This is top 5.
But the closest building was like 300 meters away, so I just ran there while you were suffering.
Yeah, because I didn't know what was going to happen. Mudan literally just asked me, are you cool filming a video? That's all I knew.
With the sound off, you just look like a crackhead. It's so funny. It's like,
yeah, literally, I'd gotten to a point where Mudan had left, and by the time the spice had worn off, I was literally on my spice high.
Yeah.
People were like, yo, I think Gaunt's really drunk in this video. I'm
That's
like,
what I thought.
huh?
I thought you were drunk.
No, I was
crying.
Yeah, I was crying. I was like,
God, you look so rough.
so.
Hey, at least you got a banger t-shirt design out.
Yeah, got a banger t-shirt, banger thumbnail. What was your thought when you were like, okay, I just want to interview a bunch of content creators?
I didn't really want to do interview. That wasn't the point. It's more like, if I'm doing daily vlogs, what can I do like there? Or like also in a way that I don't like instantly show off that I'm not in Japan.
Yeah.
And like, how can I stick to it like for 5 days in a row? So I was like, all right, let's do an interview. So that's the easiest way.
He's just making me eat shit.
You didn't know what that was.
I didn't know what that was.
So bad for you. You were getting such a shit deal with me. Because that's like one of those
Bean boozled.
Yeah.
So like, the beans could be like the most vile things ever. And if you have a handful, there's 100% you're going to get like
it's gonna be dog shit.
And you were like, hell yeah, I'm going to get something to get like a spice off of my mouth. And it's like dog shit that you're eating up.
I didn't realize it because I was just like my mind was so like on fire from the spice that you just handed me something and I'm like, without thinking, just put it in my mouth.
What the fuck?
Or I was like limit testing.
If you gave me that chip, I would have been like, I'm not fucking putting anything
don't
in my
give
mouth
me
that you
anything.
gave me. What the fuck?
But yeah, it was a
Well, the
good,
Darwin Award goes to Gant.
yeah. It was a good video.
I feel so bad because like I had somebody like
you?
planned them to I planned somebody to like come in with a gun to like at the very end after I told them like
Why are you obsessed with this? You wanted to do this on my cyclethon too. You wanted someone with a gun to come.
no. Well, first of all, this was a water gun or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh no, not even gun. I was like, just spook us from the back or something.
Yeah.
I was like, when we go there, 15 minutes from now, do it. And then I think 20 minutes passed, nobody has come. You're like,
Yeah.
I see you visibly being like, we're gonna wrap it up, right? Like we're gonna stop soon, right? I'm like, yeah. 5 minutes pass, nobody's come. You're like, all right, no more questions, right? We're gonna move. Like, yeah, sure, Garn. 5 more minutes pass. I'm like, oh god. Well,
Where is he?
no, they finally came. Like,
so what happened is, as this video was being filmed, so if you couldn't tell, this was as a party was happening in the UK. Our mates all decided to have a massive water fight as while this interview was happening. So that's why, number one, the water gun was late. Number two, after I just got tortured by Mudan right here, apparently Sydney was like panicking trying to find me because she was like, the entire house is having a water fight. My husband has gone into the fucking forest with Mudan and has not come back for 45 minutes. What the fuck has been going on? It's like, bro's dead.
Sometimes guys need to go in the forest with their brothers.
That's true.
Don't question that. Don't question it.
Yeah, sometimes.
Go in the forest.
Sometimes you just gotta have
Look
you
at that
time.
face.
Yeah.
Look at that face. He's just like, what did I just film?
And then you did it to 5 other people.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that was this was a good video series.
Yeah, that was really funny.
This was a lot of fun.
I'm surprised people put up with my shit.
Hey man, I'm just anything for good content. I trusted you to make good content, even if I had to be a torture victim.
Was there anything you didn't get to do in Japan that you really wanted to?
I mean, depends. What do you mean by really wanted to?
Well, something
like,
you really wanted to film that you just couldn't make it work, or
I mean,
it was,
what
was tough, or
it's more like things that I thought I might want to do, but not really. But like muscle monsters. I mean, I kind of want to do it, but it's not like an idea that's like the most important. There was some other ones where I'm like, maybe spend a day with like work somewhere. Then it's also like, it's more like have content, have like for personal reasons. It's not that important, so it doesn't matter. So I feel like all the major things I want to do here, I've kind of done. Like climbing Fuji, that was great.
Yeah.
Going to like all the different theme parks.
people got annoyed at you for going up Fuji and coming down in one day.
I feel like a lot of bad things are like issues I have with vlogs is I want to make them interesting and fast paced. So I cut out all the like boring stuff. And in a lot of cases, I've cut out actual necessary information beyond the, like some places. Like I would be like, oh, I'm yapping for 2 minutes in a row. Fuck it. I don't need like all of it.
Yeah.
So I cut like 1.5 minutes, even though that's the backstory of why I'm doing this. So like some reasons behind it.
Yeah.
Like with Mount Fuji, I think it's, I named it Raw Dogging Mount Fuji. And the idea was like, oh, I'm going up there with nothing. Like literally nothing.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, how can you do this? Because like people go up there, they get injured, hurt. Some people have died this year already. But there was so much that I actually pre-planned before doing this. I was like, if I went up there with a backpack, I would have not prepared anything. I would be like, oh, if I could just throw stuff in there.
Yeah.
But doing this, I think it took me like 6 hours. I looked in advance how many spots were in the middle, like how distant I was from each one. So at worst case scenario,
You knew when you could turn around.
yeah, I was literally like 25 minutes max away from like the next stop.
Yeah.
And at the stops, they sell water, like at all times. They sell clothes, walking sticks, food. So everything's covered. Plus, I was there with Ramsker, who's a Pyro's editor, and he has a huge backpack. So I knew he had like some extra stuff. He had the extra shirt as well. So like if things got like very bad, I could always just get something from him.
Yeah, of
like
course.
he was over prepared. Like I didn't ask him to bring my stuff, but he had like I think 3 or 4 cans of Spam in his backpack. He had 2 kilograms of food.
Jesus.
And I'm like, bro, you don't need this much. Like, what are you thinking? But he's like, sure. So I knew that I was completely covered, like no matter what happens.
Yeah.
So I mean, I kind of state that, but like some people are just like looking at the video and like, oh, you didn't wear anything. Like, you took it too lightly.
People not listening or watching a YouTube video, that's never
also,
heard of.
not to be like that guy, but and then they see people like, people get injured, people die. Often they are way older people who are hiking it maybe at a condition that maybe they shouldn't, because you do go pretty high up in altitude.
There is something to say about the fact that you're promoting something like this, like raw dogging.
Right.
But also, I want to hope that people watch the video and like, because I at least 2 times state that I'm not doing just raw dogging. I pre-planned. I have like backups, but.
Yeah,
also,
but
you're not.
I mean, you're more prepared.
You walk a lot. I think.
I mentioned this. I walked for like 8 hours straight from one end of Tokyo to another.
Yeah,
and like that was fine. So I imagine walking for 6 kilometers even uphill, that should be still fine.
Yeah. I mean, you were more prepared than Chris's first story of doing it last time, where he was like freeze to death.
Yeah. You almost died on a rock.
I remember I read the comments of this one. People were pretty critical. They were like, "So how dare you?
I mean,
don't fucking walk.
I've been to the army.
Go back to the wheelchair.
Like I know how like bad it is with cold. I know how much I can withstand cold. How cold it can get.
From fucking Estonia.
Yeah.
It's like negative 15, 20 in the winter. Like,
so I know even if it gets really cold or there's wind, maybe it rains, like it's still gonna be fine for me. And I state like, oh, it's gonna be like, if you're not prepared yourself, it's gonna be difficult for you. Because I did a Spartan race before.
Yeah,
that was super easy for me. Like for you as well, I imagine. Like
Spartan race, yeah.
So that was like nothing. Like, so I want people to have like in mind, like if they can do this thing, maybe this is like more difficult for them, or like how to like live up to it.
I think ultimately, if you're not you're not used to hiking, then you should probably ask someone, because you probably know one person who knows how to hike or knows how to take precautions. I feel like in life, you got to figure out what works for you.
Yeah.
See, if you're very fit, young, you can probably do it. But are you 40 years old? Are you used to doing this? Maybe you should ask some friends, who've done it.
Yeah, the scariest part is I've seen multiple people fall, like older people especially.
I've seen like the terrain's not great.
And they just slip and like go full back, and I'm like, whoa, are you okay? And they play it off. It's the scariest part. Like you said, like the old woman who fell on the
when people
bike.
fall over and they don't want help, and you're like, please let me help you. You're clearly like not okay.
I saw like a really bad fall from like an old woman that was like in her 60s. And I was like, are you okay? Do you need help? And she's like instantly like jumps up and like, no, and just starts like fast walking past him.
They always like, I've noticed when people fall over in Japan, they want to leave immediately. So they're not like, they
don't inconvenience.
They don't want to feel like embarrassed.
Look at the rocks. Like if you fall badly, this is not good.
It's really bad. Yeah.
They should build some gift shops and like get rid of all those rocks. Put some stairs up.
Build some stairs, bro.
Oh, get a fucking escalator. Snowdonia, we got a train.
Get a fucking lift going up there.
Yeah, we should. These rocks need to be moved. Seriously.
Yeah.
Didn't they open a new trail or something where they were? I think they something like that. I'm fucking stupid.
Sure.
I don't know. I have no idea. I've never really been interested in climbing Fuji.
I have wanted to. I've just never had the opportunity.
Yeah, same here.
I haven't made the time to do it.
Yeah,
but I would like to at least once.
The challenge is nice, but I'm not a view person.
Yeah, me neither.
So it's like
that's why I hate Skytree, Mudan.
Sure, fuck it.
I fucking knew he was going there.
It's like, shit, he's right.
I think the thing is that people who love views don't understand people who don't care.
Yeah.
They literally cannot, because they will sit there for like, the cat meme where the cat's sitting there? They'll sit there and be like, why do you mean you don't like views? Views are the best thing ever. I love views. And I'm like, I picture being in there, same thing.
Like, I understand them. I put myself in their position. I know, like, views can be good.
Wait. What don't you like about views?
No, it's not that I don't like them. I feel no need to see them.
Yeah, you feel no emotion. Like, I was at the
You feel no emotion?
Well, I went to the top of Fuji.
Yeah.
I looked down. I was like, sick. That's it. There was like no emotion there.
I mean, it is true when they say about Fuji, where it's like it's better to look at Fuji than to be on top of Fuji.
Because Ramsker, like as we were walking up, Ramsker was like, "Fuck, bro, this looks so good. Like, look there. Oh, you're above there."
I mean, that's kind of rad. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, he kept like telling like, "Oh, this is so cool. I love it." And I'm like, "Yeah, cool." Like, I feel happy for you.
I mean, there are some sick fucking views, you know. Sometimes the biggest thing, like for me, the biggest thing that ruins a view is other people around it. You know, when you feel like you're being shuffled along and you're like, okay, I look at this view and take one picture and then you go. When you get to like a viewpoint when you could just like absorb it for a second or just sit there and just absorb it, fucking amazing, man. I understand 100% the view people because I am that person as well.
I am also that I won't say no to a good view, man.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you owned it.
I wish I could know what's going on in that brain. Why don't I give a fuck when I see a view? I'm like, okay.
Just don't appreciate the small things in
Do
life.
sunsets do something for you?
No.
Sunrises?
No.
Yeah, same.
See,
I love a good sunset.
I'm like.
What do I like is what I'm
Yeah. Because
you hate malls, you hate views.
Because for me, if I need to take a picture of a view, I fucking hate it because I can never
can't capture it.
I can never capture what I'm seeing.
It's like trying to take a picture of the moon. You know, it's like, no, I'd rather just look at the moon.
Trying to take a picture of the moon.
Everyone's trying to take a picture of the moon and you fucking zoom in with your
I
phone.
have never
like,
tried taking a picture of the moon.
I mean, don't even bother.
Okay,
It's never as good.
This feels like a money issue because if you have the new Galaxy, you zoom in 100,000 times and you see the craters,
Real
individual
shit, real
ones, you
shit.
know? Or if you buy the cheap Xiaomi one, then it'll like put
a
the
fake
moon
moon.
on
Make a
it.
fake
Oh, yeah, the fake moon. Yeah, put the fake moon on it.
I mean, it looks cool.
I mean, like visually, like
Shut up.
no, like aesthetically, you understand it. Like you see that it's cool.
Yeah, like but it does nothing for me.
Yeah, emotionally,
nothing,
you're not
nothing,
there.
No.
what is there a picture that has
I'm
ever
so glad you're here because if I said this, they'd think I'm like a psychopath.
is
No,
there
we
a
still think you're a psychopath.
Yeah.
No, we.
Yeah, now there's just two
There's just two psychopaths here. Like
One view, people rise up.
Yeah, and he's fucking eating spam.
have you ever seen something and just gotten like an emotional response? A sunset, the ocean,
Do you
the
feel that way when you
fucking.
go to an art gallery?
Okay. You
Back up.
Actually, I did.
Have you
Europe.
been to an art
No.
gallery?
Actually, yeah. When I went to Europe, I went to a bunch. Actually,
Yeah.
I did. I like that actually. I think art galleries are better than like a view.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, but what's the difference?
That's
Art
that's a great
galleries-
question.
View is just
Art
the
galleries-
art of nature.
Yeah.
Art galleries make you think because it's art.
Yeah.
Somebody made it, and you make your own interpretation of it rather than watching like rocks.
Oh my god. Oh my
Dude, you know, actually, the one view that always sticks in my head, it was the last cycle farm that me and Chris were cycling.
Yeah.
Two of us, and we're cycling on because Japan, they're like, what if we just fucking build a bridge in the sky through a mountain? You're like, yeah, fuck yeah. In the UK, we're like, what if we build a bridge on the floor? Like, no. Anyway, we can't get it done. It's over budget.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're cycling it, and it was near, as we were, I think, just after Fuji. Dude, it was like the sickest fucking road where you're surrounded by mountains. They built this tunnel. And then we look up and they're building this giant fucking colossal bridge, which I don't even know what this bridge is for. And it looked so fucking badass. And I was looking at it, I was like, dude, who saw that and was like, let's fucking build something there? That's sick. That's sick to me.
Right.
Because we're like, let's do it.
You ever played an open world game?
Yes.
So what is like the first thing that you like want to do in an open world game normally? If there is like, where are the points of interest?
Finish quests.
You go to the towers to get the checkpoints.
You go up to the high points,
Yeah.
right? Even in virtual video games, where do you naturally want to
Only
go?
if I have a glider. Now, if I had a glider on Fuji, now we'd be talking. That'd be pretty fucking hype.
No, you naturally want to go to the high points just to take
So I
in.
can jump off.
Just to see what it looks like from the top.
Yeah,
So I
but,
can
well, you can
jump
do that
off.
in video games, so you can jump off, but
Yeah.
because that's sick as fuck. But in real life, you don't jump off. You can just
But that's,
look
that's
at
why,
the.
like, when I did paragliding in San Diego, and we fucking like run off this cliff, and you're looking at this fucking sick cliff while you're flying around. I was like, this is sick. Like, this is a way to get a view.
Bro, GTA San Andreas, you go up
Yo.
the highest building ever. You don't go up there to look around the city. You go up
off,
to jump down.
To jump off.
Hell yeah.
I'll do it again. Fist pump. Fuck yeah. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
No, it is cool.
Yeah.
But there's no emotion behind it. It's like,
I went to, I don't know,
Oh
Chris
my
hasn't released a video yet, but I went to Asso. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
That's pretty cool. Well, actually, yeah, that was actually pretty cool. 'cause
Yeah, also it's fucking sick.
Yeah.
We were, not to spoil it, but we had a fucking helicopter ride, and that was tight.
All right.
If you want
Yeah.
a helicopter ride, you have to book ahead.
No, actually, this one.
What?
No.
Well, it's because not many people go
They
to
literally
Awesome.
had like, it was like dude, it was on the side of like this volcano, and there's just like these two people outside of a van next to a helicopter, and they were just taking anyone who shows up.
No, because I went to Aso and I couldn't. Like the helicopter was
multiple. This company, they had there's no one.
Oh.
Yeah, but you've also had bad luck when it comes to like waiting in line.
But that is also a thing in Japan. Like, yeah, you could go. Me and Mudan go to the exact same thing. It could just be a freak thing on like this one Thursday that everyone has decided to go.
Yeah.
And other days it'll be so dead.
It's like the onigiri place we went to.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah, I went to Bongo Onigiri. Like,
yeah, which is a fucking. I made a short. Yeah. It's got like 10 million views about this onigiri place that I'd seen in shorts. People were lining up 5 hours to have onigiri.
Yeah.
And then I discovered that you could just call up and skip the line.
So for this video where he followed me, I was in Osaki because Aki was getting a tattoo, and I was like, "Oh, that's the onigiri place that you made the short on." And the Mudan was like, "Yeah, but we shouldn't go because I waited 4 hours in line. I couldn't get in." We went. It was we were in and out in 30 minutes.
Well, this is the second location, right? This is
this is that one.
This is the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe it is. Yeah. Oh no, it is. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. This is that previous video.
There are 2 locations.
Because like the first time I went there, I thought, okay, on their Google Maps, they revealed. I hate it because like you look at Google Maps and it shows like the busy times, and it shows like how long the approximate wait time is.
Yeah.
And it was like 15 minutes. I was like,
because it's using the Google Maps data, and people don't stand in the store or near it; they stand over the street.
Yeah.
So it probably thinks the other business or doesn't know what to assign them to.
Yeah.
I don't think it's smart enough to know that's the line for onigiri.
Yeah, I waited for 2 hours, and the line had moved by like I want to say 5 people out of like 40.
Yeah.
And then I just quit because it would have been 4 or 5 hours, and for onigiri, that's not worth it.
I had it and it was fine.
Like as far as onigiri goes, yeah, it was the best I've had.
Yeah, same.
But as food goes, onigiri got to be one of the middest.
I would not wait more than 10 minutes.
No. But like, do they fucking stack that motherfucker with filling? Yes. Is it good quality? Yes. But it's onigiri.
Yeah, sadly.
So like when people are like, I'm going to wait 4 hours. Why?
Yeah, that's bizarre.
And then people get pissed off at me in my video. They're like, wow, fucking foreigner doesn't want to wait in line. Like, wants to skip. The Japanese know how to appreciate a wait. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You insufferable swine. Yeah. Oh my lord. Yeah, no, it's not it. It's not it. It's because solid onigiri though.
Yeah, it was fine.
Solid onigiri.
Yeah.
There's so many places where like it's like you said, it's luck based. Like even if I go to a place and I'm like, oh, the wait time was so good because we went with Paul to like Tokyo Confidential, which was the cocktail place, and there was like no line. We went in, there was like multiple places like to sit down, but we went like half a week later, fully booked up. And by the time we left, there was like a line that was at least an hour long.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And we were like on the balcony. We were freezing our tits off.
Yeah.
It was cold.
Damn.
Yeah, as you get older, you just realize if there's a line, you're like,
I ain't going.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I feel like
I don't care how good it is.
You know that, like the Giga Brain, the Ascended Brain, all that shit, the meme. That's like when you finally just be like, I will not wait in a line.
Yeah.
And I feel like you've truly unlocked Zen, where you're like, no, I won't. I won't wait.
Yeah, I'm okay going for an experience that's 10% less than
I
this
value
line.
my time.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, exactly.
I feel like after 11 months, Japan has broke me out as well. Because like I'm pretty introverted. Calling, I hate it. When somebody calls me, whenever I have to call, I get like.
I hate it as well. I'm not a fan of it.
Anytime you call me on Facebook or something, I'm like, oh God, what did I do? Oh, this is awesome. I'm panicking on the inside, even if it's like, oh, just catch up.
But you guys don't get that normally?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
I've had like phone anxiety since forever. I think it just gets amplified in a different language.
I think doing those Sebastian prank calls ruined it. Like I used to be anxious about phone calls, but when you have to like do a phone call where you're actually like being combative or like actually not helpful, it kind of does help you.
But Japan is so like phone centric. Like whenever you go to places, it's not like online sign up. Most of the places are just like
call.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of places have also realized it's like a surefire way to deter tourists. That tourists will not call.
Yeah.
So you can almost make a bar. The easy way to just not allow tourists in is to just make it like phone call reservations only.
Yeah.
After 11 months, I'm at a place where I'm like starting to actually call places as well.
Too.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck it. I don't want to like go up to the place, just wait on reservation or like whatever.
No, exactly.
Stop wasting time and just get it done. Yeah.
Dude, this is such a hack.
Booking restaurants, genuinely, the level of Japanese you need to book a restaurant is not that bad. It's like you just need to tell them the moment you answer the phone call, you're like yoyaku, the day and time, people. And then if they say yes, or they'll say like no, you can either be like, all right, thanks, or you can be like, what about this time?
Well, that's
But
the
if they
messed up
say
part.
anything else, fucking panic.
Hang up. But the best thing about Japan, they love a script too, boys.
Yeah.
They're not going to
the biggest curveballs you are going to get are what menu would you like? What menu would you like to
really
choose?
nice place with a menu.
If it's a nice place, will there be children? Is it all adults?
Yeah.
And
I don't know where you've been, because anytime I call, I'm like, I state 3 facts, like I want to come here, 4 people this time, and I expect like yes, hi, or yeah, and they just keep talking like sentence. I'm like, oh my god, what are you? I just like hang up.
Dude, my yakitori place, I call him like Tanaka des, and he's like, yo, Tanaka-san. I'm like, Friday, 4 o'clock. He's like, Friday, 4 o'clock. And I hang up. Then it's great.
Oh, I wish that was the thing. Yeah.
It's going to the point where my local restaurants, they can just obviously recognize me from my accent.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because it's that foreigner. It's that foreigner.
That dude.
That's where I really feel like I've not only like recently started really enjoying like eating out and stuff here, because I've got so many local spots where I know all of the people who run them.
Yeah.
It's like I have like a rapport. It's great. I get to talk with them.
Yeah.
Support them, and then I can easily get bookings.
Supporting your local businesses, you know?
That's true. Nothing more fulfilling.
Yeah.
So, talking about supporting local businesses,
Yeah.
how about the opposite? Big businesses.
I love big businesses.
Honestly,
Honestly, I love them.
if it's a Konbini, all right.
One of the hacks was like, the longer you're here, you just start getting so many apps or like sign up to places.
Bro, miserable.
Because like going to sushi places, like conveyor belt sushi, like Sushiro or Kura Sushi.
They make you sign up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like if you go there during weekday, 0 minutes of wait time. If you go on weekends, 2-3 hours,
Yep.
which is
Yeah.
insane.
Yep.
And I was like, how can you skip that? Because you have to be able to like do online. I've seen people do that, and like looking them up or like signing for Kura Sushi took me like 3 hours.
It's brutal.
Because the way you sign your names, I think I have to do in hiragana, but it just doesn't work for some reason. And then at the end, how I made it work was
Half width, full width.
Yeah.
yeah, but I just wrote A in hiragana and repeated it for like exactly 16 times,
That
and
worked.
that passed. I couldn't even do normal like sign up. It's so weird. Every single place needs separate sign-ups, separate emails, separate everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then finally, if it
Yeah,
works,
it's
it's
pretty
like good time. But like you spend half
it's a
a
fucking
day.
struggle.
Yeah.
I think we've said this a million times on the podcast. On a weekend, you just got to book things.
Just
you just have to book everything.
Don't.
Yeah, I would say
Same
like
side.
if you want to eat out in Tokyo on a weekend, you pretty much have to book. And if you're not booking, it's probably a night place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, some people got really annoyed at me one time in the comments. They were like, "You don't have to book everything in Japan. That's a lie." I'm like, really? I feel like on weekends, most places you really have to book.
Yeah, again, it's such a luck-based thing. Like, I go to some place and I'm like, oh, it was like a 3-hour wait time. I hated this. And somebody's in the comments like, oh, bro, when I went, there was a 0 minutes wait time. It was so empty.
Yeah,
But it's like,
Yeah.
But even like that bar that we went to, which is like that fucking the TikTok bar with the guy's like the number one bartender in the world.
Yeah.
We just got lucky that we got a seat. And
Was
within
that the
5
one?
minutes,
Was that the one where they fucking do the
fucking was like,
cinematic thing? Yeah.
fucking slams it, and you're like,
it was Bar Centifolia.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
Because we went like literally as it opened. And I think we got like the last places as well.
yeah.
Right.
And by the time we finished going there, we was like, I think we spent like 40 minutes or an
I think
hour.
I spoke about it on Trash Taste, right? Where I was like, I just felt sorry for the staff. Bro,
Yeah.
it was brutal.
I don't. It's so weird because like some people mention that the head chef or like the bartender, he doesn't look happy, but it's supposed to be like that because he takes pride in his craft and he's like a very serious
It's
businessman.
serious, yeah.
But like sometimes you wonder, is he serious or is he just unhappy? It's like. No, 'cause, like, a lot of places where you go, like a master of sushi chefs, I've talked to them and they're like super happy.
yeah,
they're like,
they're
yo, this is my
Especially
hood.
if you're like, kono sushi, oh, we should do this.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, no,
It's
dude,
like, word.
no way. Really, we should do very
Let's
well.
go.
I feel like at this point, this
was
is
a
one-
zoo. This was a
was
zoo.
one of the only places where the bartender actually feels like very strict. Or like it feels a bit off.
Yeah. I mean,
The vibes were atrocious in that. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I felt so bad for the staff because every 5 minutes they were fighting someone on a new language
Yeah.
who was trying to get into the bar and not taking no for an answer.
He was so
was
like
that's
bad.
probably the reason why it's they have that attitude. I mean, I can't really blame them. When you get viral on TikTok, there's obviously good for business,
Like,
but
there was that one guy that just wouldn't accept that there was no seats.
Yeah.
And he was like, and then he had his flash on. in the doorway trying to film this guy while she's just told him like, hey, there's no seats. And he's like, no, let me just like, no. And he's like, fucking flash.
Oh my
He's like, hey, stop.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you know, my parents are getting divorced while I'm trying to enjoy my $40 cocktail. You're like, it's miserable. It's so bad. And I feel so like, and I said in the episode, I feel so bad for the staff. It's not their fault that they got this popular. But they're just at the point where they're too popular to accommodate the current size.
I feel like also that's the main like public that go there or want it. Because like, again, like in this part, they have lamps just to show off the cocktails.
Yeah.
And like they encourage taking out the cameras and filming.
Yeah.
Like I felt half the price is literally filming because the things you get in the cocktail, like you got gin and tonic for the meme.
Yeah.
Because you're paying like 4,000 yen for a cocktail, which is gin and tonic.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And the final step was the guy just taking out a spray. It was a gold spray.
Oh god!
But like when you get the drink, there's no
course.
gold in there. It's literally just spray on top of it, like this. So it's meant for filming.
Yeah.
And if you don't film, you're not getting your money's worth even.
Yeah.
So
I hate that.
Oh,
I
It's a shame.
genuinely despise
I think like my solution was like, you just need to open up like 2 bars. One for like clearly like customers who go there all the time, and you know, and have that like a small little section that you can charge whatever, and then like have a tourist version of the bar.
Yeah.
Like it's just too popular. You do need it,
are you talking about a 2-tier?
Yes.
A 2-tier bar,
bro.
You can only go into the local section if you provide like proper IDs. Like, show me your ID card.
There are some
Are you talking
bars.
about? Wait. Are you talking about? Are you talking about?
Absolutely.
Segmenting people.
Yes.
You know, I'm sure there's a word for that.
actually,
There are so many bars, right? No reservation, right? They'll be like, no, we don't do reservation. And then, you know, if you have a little conversation with them on the side, and they're like, oh, you live here? You speak Japanese? Want a reservation? Here's where you reserve.
I mean, to be honest, like
I've had that exact conversation.
Yeah.
We've been to bars that have had that.
yeah.
They're like, we don't do reservations. And then if you speak to them in Japanese, be a nice customer. They're like,
Actually,
Yeah.
there's
I mean,
actually,
it
there's
was
actually a way you
literally
can reserve.
This bar.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
yeah, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
There's a couple of bars where they do that. But it's like, I don't blame them. Like, it's rammed. And when half the customers were behaving the way they were, I was like,
Yeah.
why the fuck?
Yeah,
That's
I
the
mean,
double-edged sword,
I mean,
isn't
it's
it?
the double-edged sword of like tourism.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when you have a bunch of people who are only here for a limited amount of time, sometimes manners can go out the window.
Yeah.
And obviously, it only takes like a small percentage of all the tourists to really just like when it's even if it's like a small percentage of all the tourists, when you get that one person consistently, every week or every day or whatever, then it's going to build up.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
But what's crazy is that, like, if you go to any popular part of Tokyo, there will be like 50 bars that are this kind of style. Yes, not as showy, but
Yeah.
like the atmosphere of just a one bartender
Yeah.
who makes a damn good cocktail. It'll cost 2,000 yen, but you'll get the vibes, and you'll get you know, there's so many out there that you can try, and it's so easy to find them on Google. Like, really easy.
Yeah.
Just go to these buildings. You know, there's 7 bars in the building or whatever. Just go through them, look at the pictures. If the vibe is dimly lit, like low lights, cocktails, it'll be great. It'll probably be great.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't been to many bad bars like that.
I mean, vlogging throughout the year, I've also discovered that there are actually quite like there's not that many bars that like say don't film.
Yeah.
Like most of them are completely fine with it, and there's like a lot of them actually encourage it as well. Because like there was one place where I just sat
It's all
down.
about how the vibe you give off
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
customer.
And it's like some of them do want to get more popular, more tourists, but there are some that are like, no, we want locals, and like that's fine as well. Like they don't want to get popular because they like lose the meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a bar I really love to go to. The guys were really nice, really kind, and I asked him because he was drunk. Well, he was serving because there's another customer buying drinks for everyone and stuff, so he was drinking, and I was like, hey man, like is the bar doing okay? He's like, we make just enough to stay open, and I was like, do you want me to promote it? I don't mind because I really like this place. And he was like, no. I don't want like the vibe to be different.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, but I don't want you to like go out of business. I was like, I'll take 4 more gin tonics.
Sometimes it's the bartender. I mean, sometimes
just
it's
the
the
way they wanna do
bartenders
it.
that
That's
just
the way they
love
wanna
the
do it.
way they do it.
Yeah, it's not about the money.
I know, but when you hear like, I'm just making enough, you're like, man.
Yeah, I remember I went to this one bar pretty recently, just before Christmas, and it was like a new bar that we just stumbled into in like an area we normally go to. And I think they just recently opened up. And we go in and it's completely empty and it's just the one bartender. But he seems pretty serious. He has a pretty serious face about him. So obviously it's one of the places that don't have a menu. So he does cocktails. So I remember asking him, what do you recommend? And he scoffs at me. He's like, and then I'm like, and then he's like,
atrocious vibes.
What kind of alcohol do you like? Well, it's you can't just ask me what are the recommendations. Please look at this entire. He didn't say this, but that was the vibe he gave off. Well, look at all these different types of alcohol, and I was like, oh, this is a bad vibe. So I was like, okay, I don't want my cocktail to be sweet. I don't like this kind of thing. I kind of like maybe something a little deeper, something like that. And he's like, okay, ask me a few more questions. And then he starts like making a cocktail. And I asked him, oh, what kind of cocktail are you making? He's like, don't worry about it. And so he takes like 10 minutes concocting this fucking Breaking Bad concoction. I don't know what the fuck he put into it. Right. And I'm just here being like, damn, man, the vibes have been off. I wanted to go in hating this cocktail. I had like one sip and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever tasted in my life. It's one of the rare times when I was like, he has a right to be so arrogant. This was an amazing fucking cocktail.
Man was cooking.
Yeah, man was cooking. Yeah. But that just shows how seriously some people take, this job. And,
yeah, for sure.
They do it their way, and they want to do it their way and no other way. And in some ways, you've got to respect that. Yeah. I've now gone back to that place a few times.
He's pretty warmed up to you a bit.
Yeah, he's definitely warmed up to me a bit after that rocky interaction. But he makes banger fucking cocktails. Damn, is all I can say.
Nice.
So, do you miss Estonia at all? Are you excited to be going back?
I don't think so. Like, it's hard to say because like every day is so full of things. Like I don't have time to think about anything else.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, wow, I just have to do work today.
Shit, couldn't imagine.
Yeah, what the heck?
Dude, that's gonna be the dream.
You can't just be like, yo, let's go to a fucking sick ass cocktail bar.
What's it gonna be?
No, there's one cocktail bar now in Estonia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They just open it up.
Vodka and water.
If you did this video series in Estonia, how many days do you think you could go?
Max a month.
A month.
I'd have to really stretch.
Yeah.
I looked at the map of Estonia, like where I lived, and I was zooming in, and like nothing was changing. There was like 2 roads, and that's it for the capital. I'm like, what the fuck? Because like in Tokyo, you zoom in. And buildings start appearing, and you zoom in, and there's like little roads up here, and then like zoom in, and it's like, what the fuck? Everything's coming from here.
Yeah.
And with a lot of tourists coming here for the first time, they look at the map and they have the European mindset of like, oh, this is walkable. Oh, fucking Shinjuku to Asakusa for, well, like an hour? Fuck it, let's go do it.
Yeah.
And then actually it's like so much longer.
Yeah.
So, but like when I looked to Estonia, I was like, what the fuck? There's like, this is a barren wasteland. What the hell? I live here? This is like a side street at the corner of Tokyo. What?
Yeah, what's it gonna be like when you get back to Estonia and you wake up and you're like, oh, I don't have to vlog anymore?
I think it's gonna be fine. I mean, that was my life before this. This is like a special case.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
If you did ever come back to Japan, do you think you would continue vlogging or
no?
Okay. Well, I just have to get it out there.
Maybe the occasional vlog.
I mean, the thing is, I didn't want to vlog. Or like vlogging isn't my passion. My passion is making videos, and vlogging is just like one huge project in a way of like getting better, doing new things, different things that I wouldn't do otherwise. Because like I want to do bigger videos, but the problem with bigger videos is if you suck at them, you don't know that you suck in one place until the video is out, until you put like half a year into it.
Right.
Yep.
And this,
real.
like the main thing I suggest to anybody who wants to make videos or edit videos, just make a ton of them.
Yeah.
Learn from them, and then you can make bigger videos.
Yeah.
Because even here, I've made videos for like at this point like over 10 years, and the most I've learned is just from this series. Like camera placement, composition, storytelling, effects, speed. Like it's so much more that I've gotten from this.
There you go.
All right. Well, that's was a crash course in content creation, I guess.
Any final thoughts on Japan or us?
Out of 10.
Out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. It can always be better.
I
don't want to be
always be
perfectionist.
better.
That's fair.
Well, good to know that you somehow made this entire series and didn't kill yourself still editing for us.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
We
that's
still
I
have
still don't
time.
understand how you did that.
Me neither. It's messed up.
Because I message you and you reply. I see your vlog and you're like, no phone for the day. I'm like, what? How did this
Wait, when did I do no phone? No, no. It's definitely is the hardest part. It's just like if I have to think back, it's like a long time ago when I was making anime content. It was at some point I did like 3 videos a week, and then when I was thinking back on it, I was like, fucking 3. That's so much. Holy shit! How did I manage that? And now even thinking back, like the first month, I was like organizing all like the paperwork, doing vlogs, doing like pretty big ones, also working, like moving in, setting up everything. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't know how the hell you did that.
It's like
Are you good?
no. Well, it's literally sacrifice everything else, and it's just work and the vlog,
Yeah.
and also sleep. That's gone now.
What do you mean that's gone?
Well, okay, so when I came here,
That's how he hacks his brain. He's just like, if I sacrifice sleep, then I can vlog every day
you
and
sleep
work.
8 hours a day. You
7.
try to.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I calculated if a normal person sleeps 8 hours a day, I have now 4 extra full work months over them. Just because I don't sleep for the hours.
Mudan way of thinking of shit.
No, that's messed up, but
It's easier said than done.
in terms of calculations, that's true. Okay, so I thought I needed 7 hours of sleep minimum because when
Yeah.
I was in Estonia, I was like healthy. You know, I that was the best thing about
Just
like
right, you do need 7 hours.
you
Yeah.
do need okay to be
Just so
clear.
you know,
Okay.
you do need 7 hours.
To be
at your
healthy,
age.
you need 7 to 8 hours of sleep, depending on who you are. And it's the most important thing in your life. It's
Yes.
literally the most important thing. Like
Yeah.
food is second, and then it's like working out, whatever.
Yeah.
But yes, if I had less than 7, I would start getting headaches and whatever. And here, it was really hard until like after the first month, I started being able to sleep like 6+ hours, or like 6 to 7, like the range,
Oh, yeah.
which I thought I couldn't do because like that was like university times when I was like early 20s.
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
like
yeah.
doable because you're young, you can recoup.
Yeah.
And yeah, so at some point it was like if I did like less than 6, it was like headache central.
Yeah.
Then during some when I went like different prefectures, because like you might think going prefectures it's like a mini holiday, you can sleep more. That was so much worse. I slept like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
And at some point I started noticing, I have my watch and it's like if I sleep 5 hours and the third day I also sleep 5 hours, I need to do like 10 hours sleep. Otherwise the next day is going to be ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at this point right now, I can do like 5.5 hours without getting headaches. Like my body has gotten used to it somehow.
You've literally done like mind over matter when it comes to how much sleep you think your body. You've tricked your body into thinking that you only need 5.5 hours
well,
of sleep.
It's not a trick. It's like it's used to.
Well, I feel, and get ready to fact check this, Mudan, when you edit this episode. I feel like, for me, my own subjective experience, it's not the number of hours, it's the quality of sleep that I get is that dictates how well
right.
how well I feel in the morning.
It depends because like the quality also depends on the hours because you can't get, if you don't have enough hours, you can't get like the deep sleep or REM sleep or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like there are some times when I sleep 8 hours and I feel like absolute fucking shit.
Yeah, of course.
And sometimes I sleep 6. It's the best sleep of my life. I wake up and I'm like, holy shit, I had a deep fucking sleep.
Yes, sleep quality is more important indicator.
Holy
for health
shit!
than
Yeah.
sleep quantity.
No, that makes sense though.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's like there's so many times where I've slept 6 hours and I feel fine, and then I crash and I sleep 10 hours and I'm like feeling
Yeah.
like shit.
Dude,
Then
sometimes I get like 8 hours, 10 minutes, and I feel like
Yeah.
I just feel fucked. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
yeah. There are some
The
nights.
10 minutes going over really fuck me.
Yeah.
And then there are some days where you sleep for like 3 hours and you're like, shit, I feel good.
Yeah, there are some times where I wake up after 8 hours and I just know, I feel like my brain just has not shut off.
Yeah.
And like you maybe you dreamt a lot, maybe, I don't know, something happened during your sleep, but I just felt like I hadn't closed my eyes at all.
the times I slept over 8 hours, it was pretty much guaranteed I get a headache. So I started avoiding it. Also, it took me like 6 months until the first day I got to sleep 8 hours.
This is all terrible advice.
Also,
Yeah.
7, 8
to be
hours.
clear, I got dumber, like noticeably. No, it's like
Wait,
so like you need sleep to be smart.
Of course,
yes.
Sleep is for, if you learn things, that's how you memorize things.
Yes,
that's
yes.
how your
Yeah.
body recuperates.
Yeah.
But also, if you don't sleep enough times, I don't remember what the stats were, but like if you sleep less than 2 hours of required, you like lose like 20 IQ points, so like a percentage.
Right.
Because like you don't work that well.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think it was like the first 2-3 months, I literally felt myself getting like dumber. Like I couldn't put together sentences that well anymore. I couldn't like talk as like I physically saw my mental decline. And I don't think I've gotten better. It's more like I've gotten used to it at this
You
point.
also were drinking 1 cup sake, which I also think contributed to this decline in mental.
Helps. No, that helps.
That does not help.
That equals out. That like makes
does
it all
not equal out.
No, like your IQ is a curve that like
It plateaus.
you're just a hater.
Yes.
I had it with Joey. It was great.
I mean, I like 1 cup Ozeki, so.
Yeah, if I'm like 5 drinks deep and the taste of alcohol doesn't do anything to me anymore.
Right.
Ozeki doesn't even taste like
1
alcohol.
cup
Yeah.
Ozeki, only good one. 1 cup sake. Don't have anything but Ozeki. No, I'm serious.
This is
Everything
awful
else is
advice.
garbage.
This
Ozeki is
awful
good.
advice. Oh, you gotta.
Ozeki is good.
Yeah.
I will agree with you on that.
Everything else is lighter fluid.
Well,
So-
thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much. I hope after you finish,
You can get 8 hours of sleep.
you can get your full 8 hours of sleep and actually not be able to put together sentences again. That was a wild sentence. Yeah, I could feel myself getting dumber.
We hope one day he'll be able to talk again.
I just hope when I go back home, I can like my body recovers.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope your body recovers
I hope so
too.
as well. Yeah.
Good luck.
'Cause that's how you get dementia.
Hey, look at all these patrons.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, all these people supporting. If you haven't checked out Mudan's channel and all of his daily vlogs, please go and do so. We'll
Please.
leave that down in the
He
description.
did sacrifice his IQ for it.
Yeah, literally sacrificing his dumb for it. Hey, if you want to check out as well, every single week we have Patreon exclusive content. You guys can only go see it on the Patreon, and we have one that you can go check out
Sugoi.
right after this one. Mudan, play a clip.
Oh my lord. Oh my god. I lost so much stuff.
What is this?
Does it get dark for you?
Oh,
Yes.
oh no.
Yes, what is this? I don't know what this is. Is that the warden? Is that what that is?
What the fuck is this Lovecraftian horror bullshit? This is fucking terrifying. Holy shit. What the fuck?
But hey, if you want to check that out and a whole lot more and support the show in the process, then head on over to patreon.com/trashtaste. Also follow us on Twitter, send us memes on the subreddit, and if you hate our face, listen to us on Spotify. But yeah,
Get out.
get out.
Yeah. Go rest. Go rest. Go rest.
Get some fucking sleep.
Alright.
Yeah.
Take the blanket. Get the trash taste merch blanket.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
There you go. Go to bed right now
Yeah.
on camera. But hey, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.